his career started and off to a good start, but he's going to be a tough one to keep up with today.
And for the Blue Hose, we're going to keep an eye on the Mike linebacker, Alex Harriott, the senior from South Carolina, 5'11", 225, and he is an absolute force to be reckoned with. 13 tackles already this season, a tackle for loss, an interception, and he'll look to keep rolling the stats in today.
Yeah, monster year last year for Alex. He was top 10 in a couple different categories nationally. So keep eye on that senior middle linebacker versus the freshman quarterback. That's going to be tough for the freshman quarterback to contend with there.
Now let's take a look at the coaches of these two programs. Tim Newman, the head coach, took off as an electrifying athlete in high school at Olympics, signed in the NFL with the New York Jets in '68, also played for the Las Vegas Aces. He's excited, I'm sure, today to be on the sideline with the Dragons and taking on Presbyterian. This is a great measuring stick for this program.
Yeah, it sure is. If Virginia Lynchburg can make a game of this, stay competitive, I think it's a really good mark for them as they begin their season.
And the head coach of the Blue Hose, Steve Engelhardt, he's been coaching for 17 years now, seeking his 77th all-time win as a head coach today.
Yeah, he's got this. Coach Engelhardt has the PC program going in the right direction. A lot of guys bought into the program and what's happening here, and it all comes from his leadership.
Blue Hose will be kicking this away to the Dragons to start this one off. Presbyterian special teams has been a bright spot in Porter getting in there, and the flag flies from the close sideline. Dragons take the early penalty for 5, moves them back to their own 12-yard line.
Yeah, certainly not what they wanted. Getting behind the sticks here, the Dragons are. Let's see what the play call is here. Thinking maybe a screen. Try to get the pursuit of the PC defense up the field, hit something behind them.
2nd and long now. Jenks is looking to the lone receiver. A glance to Tripp's left, and now he's going to throw that way. Check down pass. It's that favorite target for Miami who makes a man miss. Stays in across the 20 and steps out after a nice gain.
Great play there, great run, but they're going to watch that in film, and PC let a guy go free on the corner. That was a smash route to the Virginia sideline. The corner route, just nobody covered him. If Jenks would have seen that, that would have been an even bigger play, but still got the first down. Or, I'm sorry, they were out just a little short.
Short yardage situation, almost enough to move the sticks. Virginia hustling on this play. Dragons quarterback Jenks sees the pressure coming up to the line. Blue Hose crashing into the black field. He's in trouble, scrambling, looking out, and just going to check this down. It's that same target for Miami this time. Able to move the chains. Ryan Sims, a nice catch and run. And a great job by Matthew Jenks in the face of pressure. He's got Nathan Haddock coming in. And the junior from Matthews, North Carolina, bringing a lot of pressure. He's already been able to do that a few times this season, racking up the tackles for loss. This time, unable to reach the quarterback in time.
A lot of poise by Jenks there, pressure in his face, getting the first down for his team.
Now just over their own 30-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
It's 2 plays in a row now. They've had a trips formation, and PC's brought a blitz and left 2 guys defending 3 on the edge. That's going to, if they catch them in that again, Virginia's going to have a big play.
Jenks from the shotgun. Caught just in play, and he's going to step forward for a nice gain. That's about 6 yards on 1st and 10.
Really impressed with Matthew Jenks here. He's slinging it around the yard, making plays and helping his team get into good positions.
Ryan Sims, a couple of catches early on this drive. Offense is looking good. They've averaged 150 per game through their first 2. Second and about 4. We've got flags flying all over. Bodies moving up front. The Dragons need a big game today out of those guys up front. They've got Boyd, Snow, Smith, Bond, Woodyard across the offensive line. And it's not a veteran unit. In fact, 4 freshmen blocking today on the offensive front for Virginia Lynchburg. They need a big day out of them against a defensive front and a linebacking core that's been electric this year.
That's right. 4 freshmen and then a sophomore. Got a big task in front of them, but so far holding up under it, doing a really good job.
Following the flag, 2nd down and long, about 8 needed. Jenks has a hole. He's going to take off with the ball and slides over the 35 as he takes a shot, getting about 3 yards.
Yeah, good decision there by Jenks. Nothing downfield really for him to throw to, so he got what he could, got down, and lived to run another play.
That's just Jenks' 11th carry with the ball this season. He's not a big rushing, scrambling guy. Third and medium now for Virginia Lynchburg. Bodies are close to the tackle box. And the timeout taken by the Dragons. Well, as they take a break, we will as well, and we'll be back in just a moment with more on ESPN+.
This is a story about strength. It wakes up early in the morning, stays up late, moves mountains, and travels the world. It makes adventure and hard work possible. Strength delivers food to tables, packages to doorsteps, products to stores, and kids to practice. It shows up everywhere you show up. Hercules tires are built for almost every driver and every vehicle. Find the right Hercules for your story and let our strength drive yours.
I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a new lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
So refreshing. So tasty.
what the?
Just let it happen.
No! True. He was a soda.
New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. It's different.
There's not a secret to what actually happens behind the scenes at a bank. Here at First Citizens, we're trying to educate the client in each step of what's actually going to happen and actually have them make the educated decision around what steps and what options they utilize. We want to become that trusted advisor that actually guides them down that road, helping you reach your goals. That's Forever First.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the bopping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Welcome back to Clinton, South Carolina, and inside of Bailey Memorial Stadium. Glad you're with us. Just getting underway, and a really good one between the Dragons of Virginia Lynchburg and the Blue Hose of Presbyterian. Gabriel Shrine, Tim Webb here with me. Glad you're along for the ride. Interesting start for the Dragons. They put together a couple of really nice plays and taking a break, obviously, on a third medium situation. You want to start on a strong note on a drive like this.
Yeah, I've been impressed so far with Virginia Lynchburg offense. They've come to play today. A couple penalties have set them back a little bit, but Matthew Jinks, the quarterback's really doing a good job getting the ball down the field. The PC defense doesn't seem to be as in sync. It seems like they're letting a couple guys run through the defense uncovered, and they need to get that fixed.
Jenks looking to that lone receiver before glancing at trips left. Third and medium. Dragons quarterback in the shotgun, pressure coming, throws it away along the sideline, and this one goes incomplete. Played very well by Caleb Francis, the junior from Jacksonville. Gets in, gets his third pass breakup of the season.
Yeah, Caleb Francis broke on that ball in a hurry. Lucky that ball didn't get picked off. But great job breaking up on it, breaking the pass up, and causing a fourth down here for the Dragons.
Virginia Lynchburg forced to punt this away to the Blue Hose. Ryan Petiton, already 10 punts this season, averages about 29.5. His long is 40. Just gets it away in time. This one is short, fielded on the 43 for a fair catch.
Yeah, lucky that one didn't get blocked. Good job by the punter getting it off cleanly. That was close to disaster there for the Dragons.
Finished up on the 43, but he called for the fair catch and grabbed the ball at the 39. So great starting field position on the first possession of the day for the Blue Hose.
Yeah, it sure is. Couldn't script it any better for the first possession for the Blue Hose offense. We got a freshman quarterback starting the game, and Colin Hurst, redshirt freshman that is. Good opportunity for him to lead his team down for a score. Looks like maybe a penalty on that play as well.
And so we're going to take a break as they sort this out. And when we return, more great action between the Dragons and the Blue Hose. Still scoreless in the first. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on ESPN+. Welcome back to Bailey Memorial Stadium. Ready to go with the first possession of the day for the Blue Hose. Presbyterian College starting the redshirt freshman Colin Hurst from Davie, Florida. Hurst gives it on the outside around the right tackle. Some nice blocking and a nice gain to start this off. Jennings, the senior from Cartersville, pinballs his way outside and picks up about 6 yards.
Yeah, great way to start the drive on the ground, getting 6 yards. Drives off to the right start here.
So with a penalty off of the fair catch, 6-yard gain already on the 40-yard line of the Dragons. Faking the give, quarterback wants to throw. Pocket collapsing, he's going to take off with the ball across the 35 and moves the chains as he's down to the 29-yard line of Virginia Lynchburg.
What a great read by Colin Hurst. Play action, trying to hit the deep post, but it was double covered. They had him bracketed. He didn't throw it. You see it here. He takes the ball, takes it for a nice gain there. He got some good yardage.
1st and 10, Hurst, check down pass right near the line of scrimmage, and another nice gain for Presbyterian College. Ball is down right near the edge of the red zone. Diving forward with that off of the catch and run.
I believe that was Quante Jennings out there splitting wide from the running back position. He's tough to bring down.
Great with the ball in his hands. Got a player shaken up. Hopefully he's all right. Rattled early in this. Hot start for the offense of the Blue Hose, and there was some concerns going away from Ty Engelhardt. He was a bit shaken up in practice, starting Colin Hurst, but Hurst so far just electric, and he was great in prep as well. 4-year All-County player, All-State as a senior, 3,200 yards, 35 touchdowns in that senior season in high school. 2nd and short now for Presbyterian. There's the give between the right guard and center, and sliding down into the red zone at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Blue Hose threatening to score now.
Yeah, give this offensive line for the Blue Hose a lot of credit. They're playing on the other side of that line of scrimmage, giving a lot of holes and a lot of gaps for the running back. I mean, running backs are getting touched for another 2 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Zach Switzer standing alongside Hurst in the backfield. End around. Faking the give to Switzer, a one-handed snag along the sideline, inside the 10, fighting for the 5 as he's thrown out of play. What a catch and run by Dominic Kibbe.
Sure was. Great catch by Kibbe. He better be glad he didn't drop that. He would have got an earful from the coach if he didn't get 2 hands on that ball. But great catch, great run, and a great player, too.
The junior from Maryland, his 5th catch of the season, moves the ball down just outside of the 5-yard line. 2nd down and short yardage situation. The Blue Hose can move the chains again. Switzer right up the middle and fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hose. A 6-yard rush score.
Well, that was a huge hole, Gabriel. I think you and I could have run through that one. But good job getting through there. Great job with the offensive line. Very impressed with that whole group there, opening up holes for this running back crew. Great job by Switzer.
McClough and Peterson open it up. Switzer easily fights his way into the end zone. A 6-yard rush score. 2nd of the year for Switzer. Now for the PAT. Snap is good. Hold is good. PAT, this one sails up, away, and through the uprights. 7-0, Presbyterian College. Blue Hose out in front with 8 minutes left to play in the first quarter. A nice start in Clinton for Presbyterian.
Yeah, efficient drive there by the Blue Hose. Run game, pass game, hitting on all cylinders. Great start. And again, impressed by Colin Hurst, man. Redshirt freshman coming in here, taking over for the injured starting quarterback, and Ty Engelhardt showing no concern, no anxiety, no stress, just nice and easy, making great decisions. He's making it look easier than what it actually is.
Absolutely, made that look very easy, automatic on that first drive. Seemed like everything went perfectly for the Blue Hose to get that started. It's a 46-yard drive for the score. 17 through the air, 29 on the ground. Got a penalty that gave him a few extra yards. Now we'll get our second look at the offense of the Dragons of Virginia Lynchburg. And they were off to a really nice start before they came up on a third and medium situation and stalled out.
They sure were. I mean, they were taking advantage of a lot of defensive sets that the Blue Hose were giving them. And, I looked to see Matthew Jinks and company take this ball down the field a little bit more this time.
Fielded on the goal line by the Dragons. Down to 10. He is trapped and dropped. Great coverage. There is a flag on the backside of that play, but for now the Presbyterian Blue Hose perfectly cover that, trap him deep. Tough starting field position for Virginia Lynchburg.
I believe that was Boyce Bankhead. Had to overcome a blocker there, worked through it, and then put a perfect form tackle on the return there.
Glenn Harris talking to the referee, Clee Sellers. Harris, the back judge today. They want to make sure they get this call right. Tim, it seems to me like referees take more time to make sure they're getting the call right now, and I appreciate that.
I do too. I'd rather get it right than wrong, and there's a lot of conversation there to make sure they do get it right for these kids who are working so hard to be out here playing. They want to make sure they are the reason that the game ends the way it is, not the referees. So good job by this crew.
Half the distance to the goal on that. A hold by the Dragons. It moves them back to the 6.
These guys have to do a lot of mental math while they're out there, while everybody's watching. They got to get these yardages right and make sure they're counting right. I mean, there's a lot going on out there.
First and 10 for the Dragons.
Oof.
And that'll be a false start.
I think he started early.
A little too eager.
Let's see if he was drawn off. A little bit of a conversation here. Not as clean cut as we thought.
Dragons will suffer the call on the false start.
Man, as a wide receiver, never be the one to jump off sides. You're supposed to be looking at that ball. Don't move until that ball is hiked.
That's hard enough in the tackle box as an offensive lineman, but at least you can hide a little bit if you're inside with the big guys.
That's
down
right.
in the trees. You can't hide it all on the outside.
Yeah, you can't lean too far forward. They'll get you.
First and long now from inside of the 5 for Virginia Lynchburg. Wanting to throw. Nice time in the pocket, lets it go deep over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just sailed, had an open target. It's his favorite target, Ryan Sims, and Jenks just can't quite find him.
Yeah, just can't quite get it there. It looked like I'd call that a Tampa 2. You had the middle linebacker run in the middle of the field with the 2 safeties at the back, but tough ball to get in there. You almost did it.
This is a tough spot on the field for Virginia Lynchburg. Now it's second and long from inside of the 5. Thornton Porter, Zidlowski bringing the pressure from the defensive front. Pocket holds for a moment. Here's the pass and caught right on the sideline, and he dropped it as he went to the ground.
Ooh.
Unable to hang onto the ball. We'll take another look at that.
Yeah, look at Jinks, the poise here in his own end zone. Got the rush coming on, delivers that ball on time. A little outside, a little low. But, man, gosh, that was close. That was close. Got to come up for your redshirt junior or redshirt freshman quarterback. Make that play for him. It was a tough one. Would have been a tough catch, but I'm sure he's going to want to have that one back.
Almost able to trap that against his body. He had it in his hands.
Yeah, he was so close.
Third down and long. Backs up against their own end zone. Virginia Lynchburg, the flag flies before they can take the snap.
Delay game.
Killed the play clock, and the flag going to move them half the distance to the goal.
Got to be smart here with the play call, with the execution of this play. You don't want to make a bad situation worse by turning it over here.
Third down and long. Blue Hose bringing the heat. Jenks throws quickly. Same spot on the sideline as the last play. This time, sails incomplete and brings up 4th and long.
Tough spot as offense. There's not much of a play call there you can give. You know that they're going to be pinning their ears back coming after you. They're sitting on those short routes because they know you're not going to try to throw it deep because you don't have the time to do it. So it's just a precarious situation to be in as offense. Another situation here is this punter on the back end zone, back line of the end zone. Don't step back. Make sure you just take a step, punt it, get it out of there. Not ideal here, but let's see how the Dragons get rid of this ball.
Petit was just able to get it off last time. This time, a little more space. Going to be a fair catch on the 30-yard line. What field position? We'll see how the Blue Hose handle it and if they can capitalize. When we come back in just a moment, Presbyterian out in front, 7-0. Don't go anywhere. You're tuned in to ESPN Plus. Welcome back inside of Bailey Memorial Stadium. Glad you're with us. 7-0 Blue Hose out in front of Virginia Lynchburg's Dragons, and they're taking over with their second possession of the day. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line of Virginia Lynchburg. Lets this go towards the end zone, diving for it and trying to get his feet down, just out of play.
Man, what a throw, what a catch. Thought he drug that foot in, just couldn't quite get it there. But what an effort. You see here, Colin Hurst puts it on the outside, only where his guy could get it. Oh, he's got to get that foot down, drag it. You got to drag the toe.
Sincere Gill already has a pair of touchdowns this season, nearly scores his third with a diving effort. Great sellout catch, just couldn't get in bounds.
It's easy to sit up here and say, drag the toe, but my man was flying through the air making that catch.
We're in the air conditioning. 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Blue Hose, Switzer, right up the middle, following that right guard, and gets a nice push up inside for a gain of almost 7 yards. That's a really nice gain on 2nd down on the ground.
Yeah. After incompletion on first down, you want to get something positive, obviously, and 7 yards to the positive is a good way to make up for that incompletion.
Tavares Rogers lost his helmet, so the nose tackle has to come out for the Dragons. Christopher Flockhart in his place. Blue Hose a different look on 3rd and short. Just inside of the 25, they need to cross the 21 to move the chains. There's the give. Lots of room. Great blocking inside, and that's an easy first down. 6 yards down to the 18 and into the red zone as Jennings cuts it up.
Good run here by Justin Montgomery, the freshman out of Florida. Right up the gut. Great hole open there by his offensive line, and he capitalized on it.
McClellan Ambrose clearing space on the right side of that line. Blue Hose will look to keep it going from inside of the red zone. Faking the give. Lost it over the middle for the big guy, and it's incomplete. Just overshot him.
Yeah, good defense there. I mean, that's his third option that he had to go to after he came off that fake, rolling to his left, flat, and outside, and the deep flat was taken. So his crosser coming back across the middle was somewhat open and pretty covered as well. So just great job there by the Virginia Lynchburg Dragons defense and being ready for that play action rollout.
Now 2nd and 10. Hurst checks down, makes a man miss at the 20 near the line of scrimmage, and pulled out right near the 15 on the 14-yard line. Short gain for Presbyterian.
Again, great effort there by the Virginia Lynchburg defense, rallying to the ball on the perimeter, running to the ball.
I feel like we talked about this type of offense the entire pregame, that motion out of the backfield.
Yeah, trying to get the guys moving, and Virginia Lynchburg was ready for it.
3rd down, Presby needs about 8 to move the chains. Hurst from the shotgun, pocket holds, and he lets this go for the corner of the end zone, but overshoots his intended target, Dominic Kibbe.
Great coverage there by, I believe, that was Dwayne Harris, the redshirt sophomore, just right on Kibbe's hip, not giving him an inch. There's no place to put that ball for the quarterback.
The free safety staying with the receiver Kibbe there. Skylar Murray is a freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina. Interestingly, a true freshman. We're going to see an attempt at a field goal from Mac Miko, sophomore from Georgia. Snap is good. Hold is good. Field goal is up, away, and this one sails through to make it 10-0 with 5:42 to play in the first. Presbyterian Blue Hose extend their lead after a nice set of plays and a short drive deep in enemy territory. Let's take one more look at that one.
Great kick there by Miko, putting it through. But really, that's a win for Virginia Lynchburg defense. Starting field position at a 31, and you hold them to a field goal. That's a great defensive stand by that unit.
Miko looking good at home for Presbyterian's Blue Hose. Seeking to tie the record for home openers won in a row, a record that they set in 1964 to 1968. 5 seasons straight, the Presbyterian Blue Hose won their home opener. First against Frederick in 64, then Wofford, Frederick again in 66, Wofford again in 67, and finally the Quantico Marines in 68.
Oh, what a stat, partner. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's been a minute since the Blue Hose have had a 5-game home opener win streak, so might be seeing some history here.
Quantico Marines are defunct. They played for 51 years. They were the Devil Dogs.
You knew all about them, didn't you?
I love that. That's fantastic. This one rolls into the end zone for the touchback, which is going to be great starting field position. The best of the day so far on this third possession for the Dragons of Virginia Lynchburg.
I think Virginia Lynchburg's coach there said, do not catch it, let it go in the end zone. We're going to be better off if we get it starting on the 25 there.
They could use it. They've only lost yards on the ground today. They've got 28 through the air. They've also suffered 3 penalties already just a few minutes into this game, trailing 10-0. A little bit of breathing space won't hurt starting at the 25. Jenks, pressure coming quickly. He's going to have to escape the pocket. Rolling and lofts this for the first down. He's got a hold of the ball and tries to drag his feet right on the sideline. That will move the chains. great catch.
Great catch, great play by Jinx, spinning out, buying some time, and then his receiver here working back across the field for his quarterback, getting open, and then I think he got 2 feet in. That's good in the NFL right there.
Just able to escape the defensive back, the safety, Anthony Thornton. Just enough space to get a hold of the ball and drag the feet. Moves the chains down to the 38-yard line of the Dragons' side of the field. 5 minutes left to play in our first quarter. Virginia Lynchburg, check down pass, and a big hit delivered this time by the safety Thornton.
Yeah, Thornton came up and really closed on that and laid the hit there. Good job there by the Dragons receiver. Hold on to that ball.
That's a true freshman, Ricari Daly. He's already scored 1 touchdown this season, a product of Lauderdale Lakes, Florida. Came from Coconut Creek. Second down and a long 6. Dragons send their tailback into motion, and it's a check down pass. He's across the 40, back to the line of scrimmage and trapped. Looks like he might have a yard on forward progress to the 42.
The Dragons trying to attack the perimeter there, kind of reestablish where their line of scrimmage is out on the perimeter, have their 3 receivers blocking, hopefully find a little gap, but nothing there as the Blue Hose swarm and make the tackle.
Defensive coordinator Dan Owen's crew allowed 314 yards of total offense per game last year, a figure that topped the conference and ranked 17th in the country. This defense has been electric, swarming to the ball the last couple of years, but looking good in this one for their home opener. Jenks is in some trouble, rolls out, just tosses this up down near the 30. Great job getting elevated, but unable to hang on to the ball as it's swatted away by Caleb Francis, the junior from Jacksonville.
I'll tell you, the Dragons receiver there, Nelson Tinsley, had to step on his guy, but Jinx just couldn't quite get enough on it, made his receiver come back for it due to pressure on him. Tough to make that throw when it got in your face like that, but Tinsley had a little step there.
I like the ball placement by Jenks. If you're going to throw it up like that, that's about where you have to put it, right on the sideline. And a great choice of target. He knew right where Tinsley would be. That's a big guy, he's 6'5", uses his whole frame to try and catch the ball. That's the only way he was going to get a completion in that situation. Ball maybe tipped. Sailing down over the 45, rolls across the 35, and that turns out to be a pretty good punt for Virginia Lynchburg, who nearly suffered a blocked punt.
The last few punts have come close to getting blocked. That one definitely got tipped, but luckily that ball took a nice drag and bounce, got it on the other side of the 50, and not bad field position there.
The Blue Hose have capped off their first 2 drives with a score, a touchdown on their first possession, a field goal moments ago. Now they get the ball back. This will be their toughest starting field position yet from their own 32. A scoring drive would be 68 yards. Hurst gives it off. Great blocking on the left side, across the 40 and shoved out on the 45-yard line. A nice carry to start the drive for Presbyterian. It's Antonio Wright, the junior from Palm Bay, Florida. Down just shy of the midfield stripe Presbyterian.
Kibbe, returning starter, who's been electric, really good deep play threat. Right there using the screen game, but be on the lookout for him down the field.
He was an FCS freshman All-American in 2022. Ball's loose. Hurst picks it up and throws this away for the incomplete pass.
Maybe intentional grounding. I believe he was still in the pocket. He just got that ball, got it out of his hands as fast as he could due to the snap. Looking like the snap just came before he was ready for it.
And another great job. The officials take their time to talk that out and say, is that intentional grounding because of where he was on the field? They take that extra second. They want to get that call right. So intentional grounding the call, delivered by our referee, Clee Sellers. It'll knock Presbyterian College back a few yards and make this a long yardage situation for the Blue Hose.
As a quarterback, if your back is to the line of scrimmage and you're running for the football, that's never a good feeling. So once he got to it, he just wanted to make sure he got it out of his hands. But unfortunately, there was no receiver in the area. Third and very long here. Let's see how much they're going to trust the redshirt freshman quarterback. They let him put it down the field or go with a run or draw.
Hurst is the one who picked that up and threw it away, the redshirt freshman quarterback. I personally like the decision there because that's good. You're coached well. You've got a good football mind if you just pick that up and throw it right away. We don't want to get sacked. We don't want to lose the ball in some weird situation. Let's just take the incomplete pass and survive. Right. Am I right in thinking that?
Well, the first thing is get the ball. Don't let it, hit off your hands and then give them a chance to get it. But, get the ball, turn around, if you can take a half second to get a feel for what's around you. He had a minute. His line was blocking for him, but it's a lot coming at you in a moment of panic. So to your point, yes, just get the ball. Don't throw an interception. If that all happens, then it's probably a good play.
I can't even imagine the stress of having to turn around and face that.
It's not ideal. It's not what you practice.
Third and long now. 19 yards needed to move the chains. The line to gain is the 45 of the Dragons. Pocket holds. Now he's going to throw over the middle. Kibbe diving for the ball, and it just sails.
Yeah, that would have been an amazing catch if Kibbe came away with that. They had some double moves on the outside trying to catch the Virginia Lynchburg defenders biting up. They didn't bite. Really, I'd say Hurst got a little lucky there. He got sandwiched as he let that thing go. Fortunately, it did fall incomplete, and Kibbe made a heck of an effort to try to secure that ball.
Skylar Murray, the 6'3 freshman from Charlotte, the free safety, sticking with him, and able to force that incompletion with some good coverage. Punt is away. Nice strike of the ball. It rolls down inside of the 5 and through the end zone. We do have a flag down. That's back near the 25.
Great punt there. And he got all of that. Ezra King.
Chris Clark, Clee Sellers. I thought Clark was the one that threw the flag. Glenn Harris is the one that's talking to Sellers. We'll see what the call is. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 10-0 the lead with the Presbyterian Blue Hose. They scored on their first 2 possessions. Virginia Lynchburg's Dragons get a stop on that drive and get the ball back. That has to be a good feeling for this offense, right?
No doubt about it. Getting the ball in let's see what the hold. Looks like a hold on Virginia Lynchburg. Well, just as you said it, they're going backwards. Not as good a position as they'd hope. Back on their own 10, so unfortunately they're back in a place they know all too well so far today.
That's a tough spot to start a drive. 90 yards from the end zone.
What a great opportunity. Going on a 90-yard touchdown drive, right? Let's see what they got here.
In the shotgun, Pocket holds long enough to throw this, but it's behind his intended target and sails out of play. He's looking for the big guy, the freshman from Clearwater High in Florida, Nelson Tinsley.
Yeah, Tinsley just didn't have anything there. Caleb Francis was draped all over him. He was ready for that deep throw and just no space to put that ball. Looked like Jinx was going for the back shoulder throw, just a little high. But that's a tough throw to make there, especially in the shadow of your own end zone.
Second and 10 now for the Dragons. with the man in motion. Collapsing, has to throw this away in the face of great pressure, and that's the first big, flashy play we've seen from the middle linebacker, Alex Harriet, the senior from South Carolina.
Alex Harriet's going to be a problem today for the Dragons. He's all over the field causing havoc. If he wasn't in the quarterback's face there's the in route coming from the left side at about 5 yards wide open. Would have been a good play to make, but there's no chance for Jinx to make that throw with Harriet in his face.
As a junior last fall, ranked inside the nation's top 10 in solo stops and overall tackles with 118, ninth in the country. Alex Harriet, a force. Pocket collapses quickly, sidesteps defenders and slides back on the 8-yard line. So he does lose a couple yards, but he avoids the sack and makes the punt a bit more manageable for Virginia Lynchburg.
It's tough to play quarterback when you're running for your life like that. A lot of pressure in your face. He had a bender route coming across the middle, was open, but there's no chance for you to see it or throw it when you're, again, trying to just stay upright. I look for this Virginia Lynchburg Dragon offensive line to kind of come together, figure out we're going to change our protection strategy, do a little slide protection, or simplify it, or use a tight end or running back to chip. Something needs to change.
Just gets the punt away. Takes a Dragon-friendly bounce from the 35, fielded and returned back over the 35. A nice little catch and run by Russ Martin for a few yards, and great starting field position for the Blue Hose inside of the 35 down to the 33-yard line of Virginia Lynchburg.
I tell you, they're asking a lot from their defensive unit, the Dragon defensive unit. Last starting position was, I believe, on the 31-yard line, held them to a field goal. You're asking them to do it again. This is tough to not to break in this situation. But so far, Virginia Lynchburg's defensive unit has been up to the challenge. So they got another opportunity here. New quarterback in. Ty Englehart's coming in to get a couple snaps.
Engelhardt, after being shaken up in practice, out to start this. He'll hand it off to start the drive. Couldn't jam his way up in there. Gets it just beyond the original line of scrimmage. C.J. Johnson, the sophomore from Greenville, 8th carry of the season.
Talked to Coach Engelhardt before the game today, and the plan was to get Ty in a little bit, get him some reps. You want to minimize the hits on him with that shoulder issue for the remainder of the season, but wanted to give him a couple reps. So this was part of the plan the whole time. Colin Hurst, I'm sure we'll see come back into play.
The redshirt sophomore in the shotgun. Right away, this one stopped, a flag flying from the far sideline. False start called against the Blue Hose, so they'll suffer the short 5-yard penalty and run second down again. Engelhardt 7 for 19 against the Mercer Bears, but they're ranked inside of the top 25 in FCS. A really tough test to start the season.
Yeah, sure is. You know what you got immediately when you face that kind of team.
Second down for the Blue Hose. Engelhardt from the shotgun lets this go for Kibbe, and it's caught rolling inside of the 10-yard line. First and goal from the 9.
Great throw there by Ty Engelhardt. Kibbe coming down with the catch and taking a shot here. You're going to see on the replay. Ty looks to his right, comes back to his left. Kibbe knows that hit's coming. He secures the ball and gets ready for contact.
Kibbe's able to shake Bolter, gets open downfield, gets under the ball, catches it, and Murray able to make the stop, but not able to get to the ball in time to knock it out. We'll take a break. When we come back, it'll be first and goal for Presbyterian's Blue Hose, who are leading 10-0. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back and into Bailey Memorial Stadium in Clinton. Gabriel Schrei here with Tim Webb. Glad you're with us. College football on ESPN+. The Blue Hose leading 10-0, just getting started with our second quarter. So far this season, they've been very efficient inside of the red zone. An 85% success rate as they're 6 for 7. There's the give, following the right tackle, and nearly gets to the 5-yard line, trapped and dropped at the 6 after a nice gain.
Yeah, strong safety Travell Cook coming up with some friends to make that hit. Great play by that defense, swarming. Their backs have been against the goalpost, it seems like all day, but they've been up to the challenge. See if they can bend but not break here.
85% success rate so far this season. That includes today. The Blue Hose 2 for 2 against Virginia Lynchburg in the red zone. From the 6-yard line, Engelhardt hands it off, trapped and dropped as he gets to the 5 on forward progress.
Again, the Dragon defense just coming up, finding a seam to get through to create some chaos and havoc in that backfield to cause the running back there to not get his momentum started and going and having to stop those feet before he gets to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs so far. Let's see if they go with a play action or try to put this ball in the air a little bit.
3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Kibbe in motion, faking the give and looking for Kibbe. Pocket collapsing, tossed for the end zone, caught. Touchdown! Blue Hose extend their lead, 16-0. It's the junior from Maryland, Nathan Levicki. His first touchdown catch of the season.
Yeah, great play call and execution here. It looked like Ty was going to go to his left, which he had Kibbe to the left, but came back to the big tight end, made the play, scored the touchdown for the Blue Hose.
Everybody in the stadium is looking at Kibbe. Levicki comes across the line of scrimmage, and he's wide open.
Yeah.
Great eyes by Engelhardt looking to the backside of that play, whether it's by design or not. Snap, hold. This one is away and through. 17-0. Blue Hose extending their lead. 13:37 to play in the first half. Presbyterian looking good, 3 for 3 now today in the red zone.
Yeah, Gabriel, like you've said, all season the Blue Hose have been very efficient in the red zone, which is important to win football games. If you can't put that ball in the end zone when you have the opportunities, it's going to be tough to win games, but Blue Hose are finding a way to get it done. Great job there by Ty Engelhardt getting us a drive in here. He knows he's limited, but made the most of it.
Second passing touchdown of the year for Ty Engelhardt. First receiving touchdown of the year for Levicki. Levicki, a product of Broadneck, and he looked great on that play.
Sure did. A couple good tight ends for the Blue Hose with Worth, Warner, and Levicki. Both great weapons. Hard to pick which one you want to throw to when you have guys like that.
So, Tim, you were the orchestrator of this offense yourself at quarterback for years. What do you think about the play design?
I'm loving it. I mean, I think they're doing a good job of mixing up run and pass, play action. And, you know, you got Colin Hurst who's getting his first start here, and there's a lot of stress there. And you want to be conservative with your play calling, but also give the kid a chance to show what he's got. And I think they're riding that line very well, and Colin is really doing a good job.
Booted away. This one will sail back towards the end zone. Roll down on the 1-yard line. Ooh. And the referee says that one just over the chalk. We'll call it a touchback.
Yeah, and it did. The nose of the ball went over the goal line, but the Dragons need to be careful letting that just go. You assume it's going to make it to the end zone, but these footballs are shaped kind of weird, and they take some funny bounces.
Take another look at that. That could not have been a closer call. Dragons let it go. It rolls down the goal line.
I think the 2 returners there were saying a quick prayer. Please get across that.
You can see them pointing, get into the end zone, please. We need a gust of wind. So the touchback, good starting field position for Virginia Lynchburg. We'll see if they can capitalize.
A couple folks coming onto the field late here. Might have to burn a timeout.
Timeout taken.
Might be a new quarterback in at play here.
Does look like we're going to see Raheem Vance. We'll check it out when they sort this out and be back from break in just a moment. Presbyterian Blue Hose in the lead, 17-0 in our first half of play. Bailey Memorial Stadium. Gabriel Fry, Tim Webb here with me. Virginia Lynchburg Dragons going to take another crack at the offensive side of the ball, but a different look with Raheem Vance in at quarterback. He's going to throw right away, a deep shot down the sideline, and we've got a flag, and it looks like this is going against the defensive back.
Good job there by Raheem Vance, attacking early, throwing the ball down the field, and getting that pass interference call, which is going to put this drive off on a good foot.
Quentin Ashford on the coverage, going to suffer the pass interference call. And that's a situational call. A lot of times, I'm a big fan of just take that pass interference. It's better than a long touchdown.
That's right. You feel like you're getting beat, you may want to get a little bit of jersey in your hand and pull and tug and you know, get the 10 or 15-yard penalty, whatever it is, instead of the long touchdown pass.
Great field position now for Raheem Vance and his offense. From the shotgun, pressure coming. He's in trouble, and from behind, he's run down for the sack. A loss of 6 yards, a big-time play for the Blue Hose D.
Yeah, Raheem got chased down from behind there. Didn't see that guy coming, but pre-snap, you saw the defense creeping up. Looked like the blitz coming. At that moment, you got to know where you're going with the ball. You cannot hold it. Get it out of your hands as soon as that third foot hits. Otherwise, you're going to take a sack just like that.
That's just a fantastic play, crashing through the backfield, getting down on top of the ball. Nowhere to run. Picking up the sack, it's a big loss. Makes it 2nd and long for Vance and the Dragons. Raheem, pressure coming, escapes the collapsing pocket at a checkdown pass as the flag flies. Spins off the first would-be tackler and forward progress, puts him at the 38-yard line.
I believe this is going to be a hold on the left tackle. Defensive end there made a nice move to get around him. And again, it might be a good penalty. Hold on to him. Don't let him get a free shot on your quarterback.
Offense suffers the call.
You know, the drive started off on a positive foot with that pass interference call, momentum going the Dragons' way, but now got a couple of plays here, a couple of penalties that have taken the Dragons the wrong direction. 3rd and long. Raheem Vance just make a good decision here, get your team in a good spot. Offensive line give him a minute to make that decision. hopefully pick up the first down here, get on the other side of the 50.
3rd and long, 16 yards needed to move the chains. Raheem in trouble, and he just drops as the defense crashes down on him. Coming in, Zidlowski from the defensive end spot, the linebacker, the safety, all in the backfield. He drops down, takes the sack, and it makes it 4th and long. A punt coming.
Zidlowski. I like that name. That's a defender if I've ever heard of one.
Carter is a transfer from Adrian College, originally from Mount Pleasant, Tennessee.
I believe you know something about that college, don't you?
I do know something about Division III Adrian College. I'm alumni.
Okay. What's the mascot?
It's a bulldog.
All right.
Scotty's better. Punt is away from back on the 15. Trying to snag this. Ball's loose. Sliding onto it on the 25, and he'll be tagged down there. Progress marks him at the 24.
Yeah, Switzer got lucky there to get back on top of that. But that was a great punt, spiraling punt. That really went a long ways there. So good punt. It's going to be a field position, some of the worst field position maybe the Blues have had today, giving this defense for the Dragons a chance to get a stop together.
I mentioned it when we got started with the broadcast, but Switzer is the best kick returner in the nation entering today's game. 303 yards on 10 returns. Statistically, the number 1 returner in FCS.
He's a weapon. It's a threat. You want to be careful kicking that guy.
No kidding. Great football player. 1st and 10. Pocket collapses quickly. The check down pass is going to be incomplete, tipped and dropped by Jennings.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a roughing the passer penalty here potentially. That's why that pass was a little high. He had the defender right in his face. Didn't look like an overly violent hit. Maybe he landed on him. I don't know what the reasoning there, but let's see what the official calls. Again, that's just some penalties going against the Dragon. That's hurting them. That's you're giving them easy yards when you give them that kind of penalty.
That's already the 5th of the game, up to 36 penalty yards. Here's the give. Great blocking on the right side and rumbling forward over midfield to move the chains on a 15-yard gain.
Monte Jennings running hard today. Every time he's touched the ball, he's really run very hard. He's looking to score. He's not looking to get 3 yards. He's looking to get to the end zone. Shedding off tacklers. Tough runner there.
And you can see 3 defenders trailing with him on that. Hurst with a nice pump, and Dominic Kibbe catches this over the 30. 3 more defenders on top of him as he picks up 14 yards inside of the 30 to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Hose.
Great catch by Kibbe again, taking that shot, but hold on to the ball, getting positive yards. Blue has been setting up that trick play, I would call it, the faking the screen out on the perimeter, and then hitting your guy behind the defensive backs as they come up to the bubble screen.
Hurst lets this go for Kibbe, and it's incomplete. There were 2 receivers there. He might not have been looking for Kibbe. Satterfield right beside him, and there is a flag back alongside Hurst as we have a player slow to rise. Kibbe already up to 56 yards receiving with that last catch that moved the chains. Now with the incompletion, it's going to be 2nd and 10. We'll see what the flag is.
It's like hands to the face on the Dragons. Again, another penalty that you want to avoid.
We'll take a moment while they sort this out and be back. For the moment, 17-0, Presbyterian Blue Hose in the lead.
Life moves fast, and while you're raising future MVPs, it's good to know you've got a teammate with Founders, a partner you can trust to always have your back. With products and services that give you the freedom to focus on the more important things. While you're sharing those moments, remember, we're here for one single reason, to help grow your financial success. So when the game is done, you can relax. Because at Founders, our most valuable player is you.
At one time or another, nearly every family in the Lakelands has been touched by Self Regional. Our family physicians and specialists, nurses, and specially trained staff provide care at locations throughout the area. So there's always quality health care close by. It's health care the way it should be, a complete network of care for you and your family. We call it Healthcare Connected.
From healthy days to feel-good nights, we make the over-the-counter health remedies that keep you and your family feeling well, living well, and going strong, all at a great value. PL Developments, the innovation behind so many quality health and wellness products that you know and trust every day. Visit pldevelopments.com to learn more or to search our exciting career opportunities.
CNNGA delivers safe, affordable, and environmentally friendly natural gas. Call before you dig to protect you, your family, and your community. CNNGA strives to be the customer's choice for natural gas, appliance needs, and complementary services. With a large selection of appliances such as water heaters, space heaters, ranges, washers and dryers, and much more. Come visit our showroom at Clinton Newberry Natural Gas Authority.
To Bailey Memorial Stadium, 17-0. Presbyterian Blue Hose leading the Dragons and now threatening to score following the penalty. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from just over the 15-yard line. Trying to draw Virginia Lynchburg off sides, and now the flag flies.
I didn't see who moved, but I saw the left tackle for the Blue Hose with his head down. I'm going to take a guess that he moved.
And that's going to happen, obviously, throughout the course of the season. You're going to suffer those kind of penalties. And I know they drive coaches nuts, but do you think it's a little more forgivable when you're doing well, you're driving,
Absolutely
and you're
not.
leading like this?
Absolutely not. No. You gotta be. They're chasing perfection. They're trying not to have any penalties.
I thought you were going to say absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hurst fakes the give and rolling, lofts this towards the end zone, caught for the score. Touchdown, Levicki, his second of the day.
Great job again by Hurst coming back to, I believe that was his third read. He worked left to right and didn't panic, kept rolling, and found his wide open tight end there. Levicki having a day.
Levicki up to 20 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns to the Blue Hose. That's just his 4th catch of the season. Makes it 23-0 Presbyterian College with 10:21 to play in the first half. Now for the point after try. Snap is good, hold is good. This one booted up, away, and through the uprights. That had plenty of leg on it.
I believe his nickname is Money Mako because he's money when he's kicking the field goals. Hope I didn't just jinx him.
Money is money this afternoon, looking good as the lead for Presbyterian College extended again with 10:21 to go in the first half. Levicki catching the pass. He was wide open, just shook the defensive back. And I'm not sure if it was the play design where he just kind of got lost in space there, but that's exactly how the first touchdown looked. He came right across the line of scrimmage. He was all alone when he caught that.
Absolutely right. That play action roll away from where the running back's running to, and that backside tight end tends to just kind of leak out and nobody picks him up, and Common to be open over the middle there. Looking to see leadership here from Virginia Lynchburg team. Obviously down big early, not where they wanted to be, but let's see if there's a spark or a leader out there that gets them going in a positive direction. Also, let's see if the return guys catch the kickoff here.
Blue Hose boot this away. And the return man closing in on that ball, but lets it go.
A lot closer this time.
I don't blame him.
I don't either. I would have too.
24-0 Presbyterian College in the lead in fashion in this second quarter. Still a lot of time to play in this first half. Virginia Lynchburg switched out their starting quarterback on the last drive. Jenks stayed off the field. We saw Vance play that drive. Threw a couple of deep balls. We'll see what Matthew Jenks could do as he's back in at quarterback and taking the snap from the shotgun. On 1st and 10. Goes to the same spot. Ball is tipped and diving for it, but unable to get underneath of it. 2 defensive backs right there for Presbyterian. Haddock tries to dive underneath of it, nearly gets there in time. Linebacker coming in as well, trying to get underneath of the ball, and it just escapes their grasp, so it's 2nd and 10. Take another look at it.
Yeah, it looks like Jenks just kind of knew where he wanted to go with the ball before the snap. Receiver there is completely covered up. Lucky that ball didn't get it picked off there.
Quentin Ashford, lockdown coverage for the junior from Fullerton, California. 2nd down. Jenks is in trouble, throws it away as he's hit. Incomplete pass. Crashing into the backfield and fired up about it.
Yeah, great job there by the pressure by the Blue Hose defensive man. Trying to set up that screen to the right to the running back. It was covered. Blue Hose defender was all over that running back. Nowhere for him to go. Smart play there by Jenks just to ground it and get on to the next play.
Horlback is the one that got in the backfield off the edge. He was untouched, unblocked. 6'2", 220. He's a big guy, a junior from Somerville. Brings the pressure. Quarterback had to just toss that away. It brings up 3rd down. Jenks, pocket collapsing. He's in danger and sacked. Back on the 20-yard line. 4th and 15.
I believe that was Alex. Is that Alex Harriott? No, I'm sorry. That was number 94. Dalton Epps in on that tackle. He had the same hair as Alex Harriott. He got me confused there, but great play by Epps, the redshirt sophomore from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
2nd sack of the season for Epps, dragging down the quarterback. Nowhere to go as the pocket falls apart on him. Now the punt unit. They've been in some danger this afternoon. A lot of close blocks, a tipped ball from this punt coverage unit for the Blue Hose. Now we'll see a timeout taken by Virginia Lynchburg. Coach comes out on the field to talk this out. Tim Newman, the head coach of the Dragons of Virginia Lynchburg. They've struggled on offense to this point. Now, we talked about it as we got started. This is a measuring stick game for Virginia Lynchburg, and they've got a lot of play left to go. They're going to travel to Morgan State next weekend. After that, they visit Butler before starting October at Texas Southern. A lot of games on the road, only 3 home games, all late in the season. How do you feel about a measuring stick game like this yourself, Tim? Is this a good thing to do to kick off your season? Can you feel good about this, even if you're not making a lot of progress?
Yeah, looking at the way their season has started, a couple big losses, that's tough to come back from. A measuring stick game like this after 2 big losses is tough. The morale of the team starts to deteriorate a little bit, but, I'm sure Tim Newman, coach for the Dragons, will get his squad going the right direction, get some confidence going. It's a couple big plays, and they'll be back on track.
Set away cleanly and takes a Blue Hose friendly bounce where it's snagged at the 43-yard line.
It just doesn't take much to turn a season around, turn a game around. You make a big play, somebody steps up and makes a one-handed catch or makes a great run. Just that momentum starts to come on your side, and you can start to build off of it. The Dragons started off pretty hot, went cold, but just needs something now to spark them.
Presbyterian offense has been better through the air than on the ground, 172 yards per game through their first 2. So far today, they've put up 91. This season, Virginia Lynchburg has allowed 220 pass yards per game, so we'll see if Presbyterian just keeps going through the air. They'll start this drive with a give up the middle. Great blocking by the right guard and center as he barrels his way down to the line to gain on the 34, and that should be just about enough to move the chains. They will give him the first down. Take another look at that one, Tim.
Yeah, you're right. Right guard, center, double teamed. Opened up that hole big time for Switzer. Here, looks like he's off to it again.
And he repeats the same play, this time splitting the gap inside. 9 yards for the Blue Hose, back-to-back great carries on the ground. And they're running the hurry up. Engelhardt gives it to Switzer. This time the defense able to crash down on the center of the field where he is, but he gets through the hole and gets 5 more yards. Now standing on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 Presbyterian College, as Switzer will get a break.
Blue Hose, since they had the Dragons on their heels, hurried it up, wanted to keep them on their heels, and was able to get a couple good runs there to start the drive.
Engelhardt in the shotgun. Calling out to the offensive line. He sees something he doesn't like with the linebackers. Engelhardt gives it. Great blocking on the right side. Evades one defender, and a second is able to trap and drag down Antonio Wright. Another look at the carry by Antonio Wright. Look at the great blocking on the end around the big guy leading the way. That's the left tackle, Patch Bennett.
Oh, yeah, coming around strong, man. As a defensive back, you see a guy like that coming around the corner for you, you start hiding.
Might just fall down.
Yeah,
just lay right down.
Yeah, that's right.
He's moving. He's got speed.
He does.
I want to know what his 40 time is. 2nd and short. Engelhardt over the middle. It's caught, and 1st and goal for Presbyterian College inside of the 5 on the 4-yard line. A great route over the middle.
Yeah, great route there by Wyatt Hodges, senior out of Georgia. Came across the middle and slant. Looked like a more of an RPO type play. Ty kept it, threw it, delivered that ball. Great play.
1st and goal, and there's the touchdown right up the outside. Antonio Wright pushes his way into the end zone for the score, extending the lead of Presby 30-0.
Yeah, impressive drive there by the Blue Hose, capped off by this run. Just were able to do whatever they wanted to on that drive. Run, pass, everything was open for the Blue Hose.
The junior from Palm Bay caps off the scoring drive. A nice carry. Basically untouched, just brushed his way past the defense into the end zone. PAT snap, hold up, away, and through. The lead now 31-0 with 6:51 to play in the first half. Presbyterian College doing everything right against the Dragons.
Yeah, they sure are. I mean, it starts with that offensive line, opening up those holes, pass pro, doing a great job holding up against the Dragons front. I give a lot of credit to the Virginia Lynchburg Dragons, though. They've had their back against the end zone a lot today. They withstood a lot of big plays, still giving effort. It's a tough spot to be in. I mean, you see the total yards right there, 207 for PC, 23 for the Dragons. At this point, the offense needs to help out the defense. The Dragons' offensive unit needs to go on a nice long drive, give their teammates a little bit of a break before going into half here.
Oddly enough, Virginia Lynchburg, that stat isn't too shocking to me. They lost 41 yards in their first 2 games, so they're averaging negative 20.5 yards per game. You have to clean that up at some point, but when you're averaging 150 yards per game through the air, can you forgive that in the short term, or is that something you want to work on right now today? You say, we have to fix that.
Yeah, right now. Right,
that's
right
a today
now.
Thing.
This drive, right now, this moment thing, we got to start going the right way and eliminate the penalties.
Ball is loose on the return. He picks it up and the whistle sounds. Couldn't cleanly field that. He was looking around for it for a moment, able to get back on top of it, and the officials say, let's stop this.
Yeah. You're down. We'll get the drive started. Just tough when your offense is starting, inside the 15. A lot of tough field positions on both sides of the balls for the Dragons. Would love to see Virginia Lynchburg go on a nice drive here before they go into half on a positive note.
Jenks, check down pass, incomplete, overshot his intended target, Daly.
A lot to learn here for the freshman Jinx. Great opportunity for him to come to play against a good defensive unit for the Blue Hose. He's done a lot of great things, a lot of things I'm sure he's going to want to clean up. But all in all, just a great learning experience for a true freshman today.
Well, Dan Owen, the defensive coordinator of Presbyterian College, has to be feeling pretty good right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is how he drew it up. Defense is swarming, making plays.
2nd and 10 for Jenks. Pocket collapses, and he goes down for the loss. Sacked back on the 8-yard line.
That's Cade Lewis coming off the end there. Got a great jump here as he makes his way across or around the left tackle. Not much for Jinx to do there, but to get down. Pressured immediately.
Kobe Cornelius coming from the front side. Cade Lewis coming from the back. Both of them tagging him as he goes down. The redshirt sophomore and the senior, just too much for the offensive line. And the pressure that Presbyterian has been able to bring against this offensive line today, do you think it's because a lot of them are underclassmen?
Yeah. You know, a lot of inexperience on that line.
Takes a shot back inside of the 5. They'll give him forward progress to that line, but it brings up 4th and long for Virginia Lynchburg.
You mentioned earlier, Gabriel, 4 freshmen and a sophomore on that offensive line. You're seeing different fronts. They're bringing pressure from different places, and it's a lot to pick up for young guys who are just starting their college career. They're trying to figure out what class to go to on Monday, and they're also trying to pick up a cross blitz from some pretty good linebackers for the Blue Hose.
And what's that adjustment like for an offensive lineman, Tim, from your perspective as a quarterback in college? How hard is that adjustment on the blocking schemes from high school to college?
Very difficult. Punter dropped it.
Able to get it away, and that one goes out almost in the red zone.
May have got a piece of that.
Nearly a nightmare scenario for Virginia Lynchburg. This is the second worst thing that could have happened, basically. I mean, almost in the red zone to start the drive. Here's the ball loose on the ground. He picks it up. And the defender going for a second attempt at the block, nearly able to pack that, sails out right over the 20 on the 24-yard line. That's where Presbyterian will start this drive. They're leading 31-0 with 5 minutes to play in the first half.
Yeah. Not what Virginia Lynchburg was hoping for going into halftime. Again, the defense is backed up to their own goal line. It's just a tough spot to keep putting you guys in like this.
The Blue Hose back on the field and ready to go from the 24-yard line of the Dragons. Lets one go for the end zone, and this one incomplete. The receiver couldn't shake his way around the defensive back. The intended target, Dominic Kibbe, and good coverage on the backside of that play.
Yeah, Kibbe had him. Kibbe got around him, had a step. Colin went with more of a pass on the line versus over the top. I think you'll see that in film and wish they would have thrown that a little bit differently. But again, he's learning. He's having a great game. I'm sure he'll get another shot at it soon.
Travell Cook with the coverage on that last play. This time the check down at the 20, caught and shaking his way down inside of the 15 where he steps out on the 14-yard line, right near the line to gain, and into the red zone as the flag flies. Dwayne Harris is the only player standing right by where that flag was thrown. We'll see what the call is. It's going to go against Presbyterian College's Blue Hose. They're going to march them back a long way.
Yeah, I think Worth Warner blocking on the edge there was across the line of scrimmage, blocking while the ball was in flight. You got to wait for that ball to get caught before you engage. That's a good call by the official.
Ball will be marked at the 39-yard line of the Dragons. Quite a drastic shift. It was looking like a first down in the red zone, and instead marched way back. They need 25 yards to move the chains down.
Yeah, great break for the Dragons. See if they can capitalize.
From the shotgun, check down, caught at the 35, and the receiver over the 30. Nice catch and run, and back-to-back plays with check down passes to Hunter Satterfield right along the sideline, a redshirt freshman from Donald, South Carolina.
Yeah, Virginia Lynchburg, they'll give that pass up all day in this situation. It's still 3rd and long. Still can make the stop, force a field goal. You'll give that to them again right here if they want to take it.
That was Satterfield's second catch of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long. Blue Hose walking up in the pocket. Long pass right on the goal line. It's incomplete. Looking again for Satterfield. 2 defensive backs right there. Travell Cook on the ball. Dwayne Harris breaking up that pass and bringing up 4th down. Blue Hose look like they're going to go for it. And what do you do in this situation?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've been trying to guess all day as to what the Blue Hose are going to run. You know, the general census is a draw, a screen, because you're expecting a blitz. You're expecting pressure. But, you know, looks like Virginia Lynchburg's sitting back in coverage here.
4th and 15. Pocket holds. Deep pass for the end zone. Trying to snag that with one hand. He bobbled it and couldn't hang on to it. Zach Switzer, the intended target, nearly bringing that in for the score.
Yeah, it would have been a great catch, as we'll see here on the replay. Oh, man, if he would have made that catch, that might have been a Sports Center top 10 moment there. But Colin Hurst put it on him. Great chance there. I think the coach is telling him there, use 2 hands, get 2 hands up there. A good effort all the way around. And again, Virginia Lynchburg Dragons coming up with a stop with their back to the goal line. That's positive momentum. See if they can carry it over on the offensive side now.
Definitely going to feel good about that in the film room next week as they break this game down and say, okay, well, we've got X, Y, and Z that went well. I'll tell you who's a bright spot on the defensive side of this roster for the Dragons is Skylar Murray. That safety is going to develop very well. He's a true freshman. Nearly intercepted. This one thrown away, and inconveniently for the quarterback. I think he was just trying to throw that into open space. The safety's right there.
Yeah, you got to be more intentional with the ball, a little less, I don't want to say careless, but don't put it out there like that to take a positive thing that just happened. Your defense gave you a stop. You can't let the ball go out like that with the opportunity to be intercepted.
2nd and 10 now for Virginia Lynchburg from the 29-yard line. Just over 4 minutes to play in this first half. 31-0 Presbyterian College. Matthew Jenks hands it off. The tailback pushing his way up inside. Followed the right guard and center. He gets a nice gain of 4 yards all the way up to the 34.
Sure did. Hard run there by the running back. Took a couple guys to bring him down there. Keep feeding that young man.
Third down and medium. Jenks throws this, caught wide open. That'll move the chains. He gets just enough. Stepping out right over the 40. The line to gain was at the 39. 1st and 10, Virginia Lynchburg.
Great throw by Matthew Jenks. That on that right side of the offensive line, it opened up, blockers spread, and there's a free blitzer in his face. And he threw it right past that guy's ear for the first down. Great poise Jenks just showed.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Jenks throws this quickly. Caught. He makes one miss across the midfield stripe and dragged down before he can reach the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 1st and 10. Nice gain by the Dragons.
This is the positive momentum that we're looking for. Defense gets a stop. Offense has the ball. They're driving right before halftime. Keep the positive momentum rolling. Make good decisions here as the quarterback. Keep the ball going.
There's the give. Great blocking by the guard and tackle on the right side as he spins his way down for a big gain of about 17 inside of the 30 to the 29-yard line. How about the hole opened up by Bon Woodyard on the right side? That was a massive, massive hole.
I'll tell you what, they're gashing him right now. Jacob Newman's running well, but to your point, because of the offensive line opened up a lot of nice holes. Drive of the day right here for the Dragons.
Virginia Lynchburg quickly on 1st and 10, in trouble and sacked back at the 35-yard line. Tim Newman is not happy.
Yes, freshman quarterback there. You got just a stop around the outside. You can't hitch like that. You got to let the ball go.
Zidlowski makes the play, and after the sack, we'll take a break. Welcome back to Clinton, South Carolina. Glad you're with us for the ride today. Gabriel Schrei, Tim Webb, second and long now for the Dragons, who are on their best drive of the day, looking to close out this first half with a score. Virginia Lynchburg's Jenks is in trouble already. Zidlowski got the sack before the break. He tosses it away, and there's a flag back by the quarterback.
I like how Matthew Jenks keeps his eyes up and down the field as he's scrambling. The receiver there broke away late. He saw it late. It's like a hold on the offense, but he saw it late when he broke free, delivered it, gave him a chance. Good job by the freshman.
Makes this a much tougher situation for Virginia Lynchburg. Maybe some confusion on the spot of the ball as they're going to move them back up 10 yards to the 34-yard line. Third and long now. Jenks, pocket collapses quickly through the hands of his intended receiver, but the defensive back gets some pressure on him, gets a little bump in there, and it's too much.
Jenks knew pre-snap he had to get that ball out of his hand quickly. He saw the defenders creeping up. He knew the blitz was coming. Had to make up his mind quickly, which he did. Put it in a spot where only his guy could get it. Big fourth down here. Obviously going forward, try to get a touchdown here. Field goal, long field goal would be tough, but they want a touchdown here.
Virginia Lynchburg keeping the offense out there. The ball at the 34-yard line of the Blue Hose. Jenks, maybe in some trouble, lets this go for the end zone, and it sails incomplete. A turnover on downs as Presbyterian College gets the ball back.
Yeah, and that's a point of pride for the PC defense. You know, obviously winning big right here, up by 31 points, but you don't want to give up a point. You don't want to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. So a lot of pride there on that defensive unit, not allowing Virginia Lynchburg to finish that solid drive.
Best drive of the day by a long shot for Virginia Lynchburg's Dragons, and it takes some of those yardage totals and makes them much more respectable. First of all, the rushing yardage. They had more than negative 20 rushing yards. Now they're up to negative 10, so that's a bit more respectable. 61 pass yards in this first half after that drive.
I think the morale of the team, momentum, you know, it's obviously the game's a little bit out of hand here, but the momentum started going back on the other sideline. Hope to see him continue to build off of that.
1st and 10, Blue Hose. Nice trickery, pinched back to the receiver on the end around, and he gets a few, nearly enough to move the chains. They might give it to him. Gets all the way down just beyond the 43-yard line. Line to gain looks like it's right on the 44. I like the fake. Fake the give right up the gut. The tailback burst his way up inside, and you can see the defense bite on it. Look at the replay.
Yeah, got the camera operator too. Man, that's a good fake when you get the camera operator. A good run there by the Blue Hose.
This time up along the hash marks, and that's way more than they need to move the chains. Over midfield, down to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Presbyterian College.
And good situational opportunity here for the Blue Hose. Minute to go, driving before the half. Got your timeouts. Trying to get a score here.
1:01 to go in the first half. Quarterback hands it off and pushing his way between the right tackle on the edge there. Not a lot of space for the tailback. He goes down pretty quickly, but C.J. Johnson has been consistent today as we do get a breakdown on the field to talk strategy.
Yeah, Coach Englehart was quick to call that timeout, obviously wanting to give his team a little more of an opportunity to score here. The redshirt freshman quarterback put him in a situation, feeling a little bit of pressure, try to go get that score, make some good decisions. Wouldn't be surprised to see them start putting it in the air here. Again, that Virginia Lynchburg defense really trying their best to stand up against this offense. I think for them to keep PC out of the end zone would be, again, another kind of feather in their hat to go into halftime with.
So when Steve Englehart first took over in 2022, it was 21-13 Presbyterian won this game. Last season, 48-17, just 12 months ago, and already 31-0 with less than a minute to play in this first half. Presbyterian boiling over at home. A lot of improvement for this Blue Hose side over the last couple of years. 2nd down and about 8. There's the give. Tailback, great blocking on the right side as he knifes his way up in there down to the 40-yard line. C.J. Johnson getting the carry again and again. We've got a player slow to rise on the 40. We'll take a moment and check on him. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, I hope so. Gabriel, you're right about what you're saying about the multi-year change for the Blue Hose. The program's really building, getting a lot of kids in here, a lot of belief, buy-in. And again, that says a lot about Coach Englehart, his staff, the work they put in. And these kids believing and want to be a part of something, to build something.
Warner pretty quiet on offense for this Blue Hose program today. Paid his dues to become the PFL's premier tight end. 2023 was his greatest year yet. 403 yards through the air, 3 snags in the end zone. But not making a lot of noise so far this season. We're halfway through the 3rd game. So far, the star is the junior from Maryland, Levicki, who's got 2 touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, that's right. Levicki's having a great game. Now, don't count Worth Warner out. He's going to be a weapon here, no doubt about it. Great player, but you're right. Not as much of an impact player as you'd expect him to be.
Third down and short, and looking long for Kibbe, who's wide open inside the 20, over the 10, nearly into the end zone as a flag flies on the 2-yard line. First and goal for the moment. They'll sort this flag out.
Man, great throw there by the redshirt freshman Colin Hurst. On time, on the money. And then Kibbe, the reliable receiver, brings it in for the catch and brings him close to the goal line there.
On the money is right. Dominic Kibbe finds himself in space. Perfectly delivered by Hurst. Looks like it'll be first and goal, and who you're looking at there is Cleese Sellers, our referee, who's sorting this out with his crew. Glenn Harris, the one who dropped the flag. The whole crew is talking this out. They want to get it right.
Yeah, with that flag coming at the end of the play, my mind goes to a face mask or some type of extracurricular that might have happened after the play that I didn't see, but not sure what this could be.
We'll take another look at that face mask. Here's the replay.
See there, Colin takes 3 steps, hits his last step, delivers the ball on time. And Kibbe, again, just a tough player, taking shots today, getting tackled by 4 people, trying his best to carry him into the end zone.
12th penalty of the game, 7th against the Dragons. Here's the snap. Hurst right side and finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Presbyterian College. A rushing score.
Tell you what, Colin Hurst scored there. He paid for it. He got it. He took a shot as he crossed the end zone. A great drive there before the half, getting that score, that touchdown.
Another look at that one. He finds his way into the end zone on the ground, his first rushing score of the season, and it extends the lead of the Blue Hose 37-0 with 19 seconds left to play in quarter number 2. Blue Hose heating up still in this first half.
Yeah.
Snap is good, hold is good. This one sails up, away, and through the uprights. It's good. 38-0 with 19 seconds to go in quarter 2.
Offense is clicking with Colin Hurst at quarterback. Their offensive line doing a great job. Really impressive showing by this offensive unit.
Take another look at that touchdown by the redshirt freshman from Davie, Florida, Colin Hurst. Took a shot, but he made his way into the end zone. And great blocking on the right side of that line. McClaw, the center, Ambrose, the right guard, Hill, the right tackle, creating a ton of space, and that was almost easy.
It was, and I keep looking at that shot that Colin took. There could have been a targeting call on that. I mean, it looked like leading with the crown of the helmet into the side of his face. Got lucky there, Virginia Lynchburg, and not losing the player for the rest of the game.
Some big guys on the back of that defense of the Dragons. Both linebackers over 200 pounds. Cunningham is 220, a freshman from Alabama. The graduate student Cox, 6'4" and 200.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy to hit you like that.
You're talking about a redshirt freshman who's 5'10", 170 pounds. That's a big hit.
That is, sure is.
Virginia Lynchburg Dragons will get one more shot with the ball here before we go to the halftime break. Blue Hose send this away, and the ball makes its way just in play into the end zone and out of the side of it for the touchback. So from the 25, the Dragons get one more possession.
Yeah, anticipate the Dragons just taking a knee on this. Just getting to halftime. Let's talk about a couple of things. Obviously, the game's not gone the way we want it to go, but it's a new half. Let's start back over. Let's get some positives to move away with this game and have something to talk about in film.
Presbyterian College looking for their 5th consecutive win in a home opener. It would tie the school record, which was set between 1964 and 1968. There's a flag way back if you see the officials are trying to sort that out. personal foul to call against the Blue Hose.
Looks like they're going to tee it up and kick it off again here.
Dragons happy to take the penalty. Virginia Lynchburg, do you try and run a play? Do you run a couple plays, or do you just take it to the half? I agreed with you. You said your sense was that they would try and just take a knee or run a quick rush play right and burn the clock out, go to the halftime break, get the whiteboard. Now with a penalty and the fact that they're taking it, kicking off again, do you feel like they might try and run something?
I'm a little surprised they took the penalty, honestly, with the woes on the kickoff return team has had and some close calls there, but maybe onto something, Gabriel. Maybe they want to take that penalty, see if they can set up a return, get a little bit of spark here, and maybe if they get a big return, maybe try to take a shot to the end zone. But apart from that, I don't think they're going to do much with it.
The Sails as well. Touchback, back to the 25-yard line. And we've got another flag, this time near the 30 of the Dragons.
Yeah. I think some frustration showing up there, a little bit of taunting, I believe, is what just took place. Yeah, definitely thinking they're going to take a knee here after that penalty, moving back after that flag.
Dragons have had rough starting field position on almost every drive this afternoon. Ball is on their own 12-yard line. 19 seconds to play with this first half, and they're trailing 38-0. Lined up to run a play. There's the give. Tailback fights his way up inside and gets a couple. Down to the 15-yard line. Virginia Lynchburg can just let this go to the halftime break, and it looks like the offense is coming off of the field to go to the locker room. So a commanding first half for the Presbyterian College Blue Hose. 38-0. They rack up 281 yards of offense, 147 through the air, 134 through the ground. Feels like they can do no wrong. We'll take a break and be back with halftime analysis in just a moment at Bailey Memorial Stadium. back to Clinton, South Carolina at the halftime window, 38-0 between Presbyterian College and the Virginia Lynchburg Dragons. Blue Hose could do no wrong in our first half of play. Gabriel Schrei, Tim Webb, glad you're with us after one half in the break between these two. Tim, what a commanding first couple of quarters.
Yeah, Blue Hose couldn't have drawn that up any better. Just wanting to see going into this game both the defense and offense doing well, which happened. Virginia Lynchburg, some positives, especially at the end of that half with the defense making a big stop, but some positive momentum going on the drive right before the half. But again, somebody needs to create a spark, make a play, get the team believing to get this going in the right direction.
Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Hercules Tires. For over 65 years, Hercules Tires has been providing unbeatable quality at unmatched value. Whatever the vehicle and whatever the terrain, Hercules Tires invites you to ride on our strength. For a retailer near you, visit HerculesTires.com. Today's broadcast also brought to you in part by First Citizens Bank, Forever First. Serta Pro Painters, shoes happy, shoes Serta Pro Painters. Jersey Mike's, a sub above, and Starry. Try Starry, the new caffeine-free soda that provides a crisp, clear burst of lemon-lime flavor. Starry, available in both original and zero-sugar varieties. Pick yours up today. Scotty out on the field, and he's got to be feeling good as well with a big lead in Clinton. We'll take a break. When we come back, more analysis, highlights, and what to expect in quarters 3 and 4. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to South Carolina. Virginia Lynchburg trailing to the Presbyterian Blue Hose 38-0 at the half. Here's a look at the numbers between these two and how we got to this point. Dragons are really struggling to move the ball and obviously fairly porous on defense as well. Tim Webb here with me. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and throughout this affair, it's felt like Presbyterian has almost entirely been 100% in control. Obviously, a couple of decent drives. What can Virginia Lynchburg change at the halftime break to capitalize on that passing yardage and maybe turn around the rush yardage total?
Yeah, got to get the rushing yardage going in the positive direction. But I'd also add what's not showing up here is the penalty yards that the Dragons have given up and put them in bad positions back against their goal line or giving PC a chance to get on the right side of the 50. You got to stop shooting yourself in the foot to get some positive momentum. But, yeah, these stats kind of speak for themselves. Time of possession, on the Dragons side there. So just continue to fight against those penalties, get the rushing yards going, and keep the positive momentum or build some positive momentum in the second half.
8 penalties for 53 yards against Virginia Lynchburg in that first half of play. That's how we got to the halftime break, 38-0. We'll be back with more college football in just a moment on ESPN+. Welcome back to Bailey Memorial Stadium at the halftime window. There's Scotty having a great time up in the crowd, meeting a couple of folks out at today's game. Glad you're with us. Not as glad as Scotty is, though. Gabriel Schrei, Tim Webb. having fun, and so is Scotty. 38-0 Blue Hose out in front of the Virginia Lynchburg Dragons. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half of play. Pretty much all Blue Hose after 2 quarters. They were electric. There's a rushing score that got us kicked off. Zach Switzer, the senior, barreled his way into the end zone. It was his 2nd touchdown of the season. Just found his way right over the goal line and tried to drag him down, but couldn't stop him at that second level. The linebacker let him in. Then the Blue Hose on the next drive down the field chipped through a field goal. It made it 10-0. And Presbyterian kept it rolling after this field goal by Miko. He looked really good in that first half, chipping through the field goal, making a couple of plays on special teams. But at 10-0, Presbyterian was off to a very hot start in the first quarter, and they kept it rolling with a touchdown as they continued down the stretch against the Virginia Lynchburg Dragons, who they kept scoreless in the first half. That's Ty Engelhardt, and who does he find in the end zone? The tight end, Nathan Levicki. He entered today 2 catches, both over 50 yards, 110 yards receiving, and scores his first touchdown of the day there. Just comes across the middle down the line of scrimmage. He was wide open. Here's a look at the quarterback of Virginia Lynchburg, Jenks, who can't escape. Coming from behind, Dalton Epps, the redshirt sophomore from Myrtle Beach, getting the sack. It's the 2nd of the season for him. Blue Hose were electric in that first half of play. They kept it rolling, Ty Engelhardt in the shotgun, Antonio Wright alongside him. And Tim, it just seemed like this offense could do no wrong.
Yeah, that's right. You see here on the highlights, you're seeing some good runs, some good passes. Here, another running touchdown the Blue Hose had in that first half, just clicking on all cylinders.
First of the year for the junior from Palm Bay, Florida, Antonio Wright, and he just barreled his way into the end zone. Almost untouched. I mean, really just brushing by defenders. It's great blocking. Look at the way the pulling lineman comes across. Big number 66, Noah Peterson, the left guard, finishes off the last defender who could have stopped the running back, finds his way into the end zone and extends the lead. Then the quarterback gets his first rushing score of the year. Obviously, Hurst had already roped in a couple of touchdowns today and is having a nice start to the season, but gets a rushing score from 1 yard out, extending the lead of the Blue Hose. And at the half, they lead 38-0. There's Scotty. We're going to take a break while he has fun in the stands. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back on ESPN Plus in Clinton, South Carolina. Welcome back to Bailey Memorial Stadium and into our second half. Glad you're along with us. ESPN Plus, it's college football. Virginia Lynchburg Dragons on the road battling the Blue Hose of Presbyterian College, who are commanding in their home opener 38-0 after 2 quarters of play. About ready to go with quarter number 3. I'm Gabriel Fry. Tim Webb is here with me. Tim, this second half, what's the message in the locker room to the Dragons as they kick this away to start this second half?
It's got to be, forget the first half. It did not go our route. We're going to start a new scoreboard, in essence. Let's do some positive things. Let's get a stop on defense coming out of the half, and offense is going to get a score quick. They need to make those changes quickly, get some positive momentum going, but you got to forget about that first half.
Dragons will get us started with quarter number 3. Blue Hose field this on the 11-yard line, now down over the 20 and tries to knife his way across the 25 as he's dragged down, but a flag back near the 10. Bit of a collision back there. Nice return by Antonio Wright. Block in the back, the call against the Blue Hose. We've cut our third and fourth quarters down to 10 minutes, going to speed up this second half of play in Clinton. Probably a good decision for both sides.
I think so. No need to extend these quarters or play the normal time. Great opportunity here for Virginia Lynchburg Dragons. That penalty backs them up. They're now on the 6-7 yard line. Tough position for the Blue Hose. Pinier's back here as the Dragons go get some pressure on that quarterback.
Engelhardt hands it off to the right side, following the right tackle and driving his legs forward down to the 15. Jennings. Nice carry, 7 yards for Presbyterian.
Yeah, really impressed with Jennings, the way he's running this ball. I've said it a few times now, but just a hard runner. Tough to bring him down.
Fourth carry of the game for Jennings. Now this time going to get 5 yards, and that'll move the chains down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10, Blue Hose.
The offensive line just overpowering the Dragons' front there, having their way in whatever way they need. So got to see the Dragons here really anchor down and start give some resistance.
Engelhardt from the shotgun, the pump, and he's going to keep it. In trouble and dropped right behind the line of scrimmage. A nice play by the Dragons.
Yeah, great play there, coming in, getting on tie and bringing them down.
Take another look at this. The sophomore from Miami, Isaiah Johnson, gets a hold of him and will not let him escape. Right behind the line of scrimmage, brings up 2nd and long for the Blue Hose. Engelhardt fakes the give. In the pocket, staying strong. Now he's on the run. Rolling out, there's a flag as he tosses this, a laser down the sideline, and it goes incomplete. We'll see what the flag is. Great extension of the play by Engelhardt. Just rolling out, staying alive, evading defenders.
Keeping his eyes downfield, but, man, he made me nervous when he released that ball. Kind of had to contort his body in a way, throw it kind of across the field, and that deflection could have gone a different route.
Blue Hose suffer the flag. 7th of the game against Presbyterian College.
And just what the Dragons needed. I mean, 2nd and forever. Just keep it in front of you. Don't let them get too much here on the 2nd down play.
Blue Hose need about 20 yards. Engelhardt. Kibbe has it in play down on the 25, and he's shoved out. A really nice gain. 16 yards, and it makes this next play pretty manageable for the Blue Hose.
Yeah, it's more than what you want to give up there as the Dragons defense, but a great play by the Blue Hose. A go on the outside with a 10-yard out or so to Kibbe. Wide open, good route, good throw. Sets him up for a more manageable third down.
Kibbe gets open, shakes loose from Travell Cook, who's following behind him and able to get the ball and get out of play. Needing 4 yards. Engelhardt on third down, in trouble, pocket collapsing, evades defenders, stepping up, rolling down over the 25, and he'll move the chains as he steps out. Nice gain, 8 yards, 1st and 10, PC.
Great play there by Ty. He had a spacing route, a zone beater happen with his trips. You'll see her on the replay, nobody really open. Ty holds it, uses his athletic ability to get to the edge, pick up that first down. That's just Ty making something happen there with his legs.
It has to be frustrating for the defense to see plays like that because Kendrick Cox perfectly covers that and just can't get to him. Handoff. Following the right tackle, and the right side of the line opens up a big hole. The running back just kept fighting, driving those legs. He gets 8 yards. There's a look at the rushing totals today for the Blue Hose and the Dragons. Presbyterian having a lot of success on the ground. 148 rush yards.
Yeah, and Jennings alone averages 8 yards a carry. 8 yards a carry. That's a great way to keep the chains moving.
There's the give again. He's got the first down and more over midfield and dragged down. Drastic shift of the chains into the Virginia Lynchburg side of the field and down over the 48. Take another look at that carry.
Great view here. You watch the offensive line open this hole up for him. Then Jennings takes it from there, pumping those legs, getting as much as he can before he's taken down.
First, it's great play design by the tight ends coach, the offensive line coach, Devin Bice. Open up that hole. The running back gets the space. We'll take a break with these two programs and be back in just a moment on ESPN Plus with more college football.
Bacon. Good morning, everybody. Nothing like the Jersey Mike's morning prep. The sizzling bacon, the slicing of the tomatoes, the bopping of the fresh lettuce.
Danny, what are you doing up there?
I've been living up here for months.
Got a package from Mr. DeVito?
Oh, my bacon sniffing horn. Oh, smell that bacon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now we're talking. Freshly prepped every morning. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
There's not a secret to what actually happens behind the scenes at a bank. Here at First Citizens, we're trying to educate the client in each step of what's actually going to happen and actually have them make the educated decision around what steps and what options they utilize. We want to become that trusted advisor that actually guides them down that road, helping you reach your goals. That's Forever First.
This is a story about strength. It wakes up early in the morning, stays up late, moves mountains, and travels the world. It makes adventure and hard work possible. Strength delivers food to tables, packages to doorsteps, products to stores, and kids to practice. It shows up everywhere you show up. Hercules tires are built for almost every driver and every vehicle. Find the right Hercules for your story and let our strength drive yours.
I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a new lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
So refreshing. So tasty.
what the?
Just let it happen.
Oh, chill. He was a soda.
New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. It's different.
Back at Bailey Memorial Stadium, 38-0. Presbyterian Blue Hose, a commanding first two quarters. Starting off this second half hot. We've shortened quarters 3 and 4 to 10 minutes and already played almost 4 of this third quarter. Engelhardt lets this go for Kibbe, who's got it down into the red zone, and he's free. Touchdown, Blue Hose. The long ball from the 47-yard line, the touchdown strike.
Great play there. Great throw by Ty. Just a seam route, splitting the safeties. Great throw.
Beautiful delivery. Dominic Kibbe makes the play. Very athletic move as he gets a hold of the ball. Another look at this. First of all, Engelhardt immediately tosses that, knows he's going to be open, and you can see Kibbe staving off the safety, staying with it, fighting his way down into the end zone, extending the lead of the Blue Hose, 44-0, and now the point after try to make it 45. This one is through and good. 45-0, 6:05 to play in the third. Great touchdown.
This is just the quarterback and wide receiver being on the same page, knowing where they're going to be and making it happen.
We'll take a break and be back with more college football in just a moment on ESPN+. At Baylor Memorial Stadium. Look at the touchdown before the break. Engelhardt roped that down the field. Dominic Kivy staving off the safeties and making his way into the end zone. 47-yard passing score for Engelhardt to Kivy. Dominic Kivy having a really nice day. It's 45-0. Presbyterian College Blue Hose in the lead over the Dragons. Steve Engelhardt posted just the second first-half shutout of his tenure as the head coach. Has yet to post a shutout in a game. I don't want to jinx him. It's like talking about a no-hitter, but they're seeking it as the Dragons are looking to kind of shift the tables a little bit in the second half.
That's right. You're absolutely right. Coach Engelhardt and staff, especially on the defensive side, wants to keep that zero on the board, but I'm sure the Dragons have a couple things they want to say about it as well.
Touchback. Starting field position will be good for Virginia Lynchburg at the 25. We'll see what they did with that whiteboard time. What kinds of changes do you make in a game that's out of hand like this? Is it something where you come out and you're very eager to go down and score, or do you just want to run basic plays and get out of here?
It starts with no penalties. We cannot shoot ourselves in the foot. Then secondarily, offensive line, we got to simplify our protection. We got to use our running backs, tight ends. We got to need some help. We got to give our quarterback a little bit of time, and then start making some plays down the field. Run game starts to pick up. Pass game starts to get a little momentum. But hopefully that's where they'll start. The penalties first.
Two in the backfield for the Dragons. Jenks hands it off. And nowhere to go, bottled up as he tries to take that right up inside. Moving the ball on the ground has been a blemish on this offense this afternoon. -7 yards as of right now. He gets back to the line of scrimmage on that play. But the last 2 weeks have been rough on the ground as well to open the season. Dragons have averaged 20 yards lost per game in their first two, losing a little more than a half a yard per play this afternoon. Second down and long for the Dragons. There's the give, cutting it up inside, and he did have a little hole, but not a lot of space beyond that.
It looked like more of an outside zone play there, but he saw a little gap and cut it up and got a couple of yards. third and 8 or so here, longer than what you wanted to be. Be a nice one to pick up here for the Dragons. Keep the drive going.
Jacob Newman, running back, got a yard on that last play. Matthew Jenks will need a little more than 8 to convert. Lets this go over the middle, and it's incomplete. Falls just shy of his intended target, the true freshman from Lauderdale Lakes, Daly.
Yeah, Jinx is going to want that one back. He had his guy streaking across with a head of steam. Just get it in front of him, get it to him, help him catch it, and he could turn that up to pick up the first down. But
a little more than halfway done with this third quarter, playing shortened quarters in the second half, 10 minutes apiece. Presbyterian Blue Hose a commanding 45-0 lead over the Dragons of Virginia Lynchburg. This punt unit has been in some dangerous spots this afternoon. Gets it away just in time. Over midfield, this one pretty much stops in place and will be fielded there a few yards behind midfield for the Blue Hose. We'll take a break with these two and be back with Presbyterian on offense in just a moment on ESPN+. Inside of Bailey Memorial Stadium. Glad you're with us on what has turned out to be a beautiful day. Gabriel Schrei, Tim Webb. 1st and 10, Blue Hose. This one to the right side. He's trapped and dropped. Nowhere to go for the tailback. Got back near the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a yard to bring up 2nd and long.
Yep. Got a new quarterback in here, Warner Bush in at quarterback. Redshirt junior. Getting some good snaps here.
Product of Whitefield and Smyrna, Georgia. Working with Antonio right beside him in the backfield. Out of the shotgun. Check down pass, caught right on the midfield stripe. Trapped and dropped, a trio of defenders taking him down. Good catch. Centerfield just couldn't escape the redshirt freshman. 2 defensive backs right on top of him. Take another look. Great pass, great play design. He's wide open for that, but immediately swarmed by the defensive backs. Ronald Stevens trapped him immediately. Quarterback wants to throw, pumps, pocket is collapsing, sidesteps, has some room and time, and lofts this towards the sideline, where it falls harmlessly incomplete and brings up 4th down.
Good pressure there by the Dragons on Warner Bush and made him get rid of it maybe a little bit quicker than he wanted to, but it's a good stop by the Virginia Lynchburg Dragons.
Pioneer Football League teams did really well in week 2. As a whole, the conference went 7-3. Butler down Missouri Valley Football Conference member Murray State, late field goal. Drake went out west, and that trip proved fruitful. Took down East Washington in overtime. This one rolls all the way back into the end zone, and PC can't catch up to it in time, so good starting field position for Virginia Lynchburg.
Just missed an opportunity there to down it on the 1-yard line. Your punter's going to be mad at you for that one. He sets you up to do it and down it, but they couldn't quite get there, and Dragons get it on the 20.
Dragon offense has really struggled today. They've struggled on the ground specifically to start their season. They'll be looking to do anything they can to patch that up as the season goes on. This is actually mathematically their best rushing performance so far this year, though, even though they've lost 5 yards on the day. From their own 20-yard line. Fakes the give, and the check down pass is incomplete. Right through the hands of his intended target. Freshman can't hang onto the ball. You have to catch those.
Yeah, you got a tough day. Those kind of types of plays don't help it get any better. You got to squeeze it, bring it in, turn and field, get you some yards. But he may have been turning a little bit too quick there before he secured the catch.
A lot of bodies in the tackle box on 2nd and 10. Quarterback from the shotgun. In trouble. Steps backwards and lets this go, and it's incomplete. Sailing over the heads of his intended target and the defensive backs. They're down and long now for Virginia Lynchburg. I mentioned it during the first half, but great day for Dan Owen, the defensive coordinator. 314 defensively this year. That was 17th in the country last year. Also was the number 1 defense in the PFL. Third and long. Ball behind the line of scrimmage, trying to get some motion through that backfield. A big loss, and it brings up 4th and long as they lose 5 yards. Tough sledding, and so that reduces their total yardage back down to 50, which, again, the defensive coordinator, Steve Engelhardt, have to feel very, very good about.
As you know, you get the ball, the play's supposed to go front side. He felt pressure, and he reversed field. And I'm sure as soon as he took that first step backwards to go the other way, he knew, oh, no, should not do this, but it's too late. We've got to keep that play front side.
Here's the punt unit for the Dragons. Gets it away just in time. This one takes an unfriendly bounce for Virginia Lynchburg right near the 40 and rolls backwards. Positive yardage for the Blue Hose, and they'll take over in Dragon territory. Pioneer Football League coaches picked Drake to win the 2024 title. They won the 2023 title. It was their 7th in the league, first since 2012. Bulldogs received 8 of the 11 first-place votes from the league's coaches. St. Thomas was 2nd in the preseason poll, followed by Butler and San Diego.
So there's some good football being played in the Pioneer League. If you're not familiar with this league or the teams involved, there's some competitive teams that are, like Gabriel said, beat some pretty big names last week.
Bush fakes the give and throws this wide open inside of the red zone, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Jaden Pressey all the way. 51-0 with 2:12 to go in the third quarter. The Blue Hose extend their lead again on the long ball from 35 yards out.
Great play there by Jaden. Great throw by Warner. Excited to see guys like this who are maybe lower on the depth chart, get a couple snaps, find some success. This is how a program is built. You get those guys in games like this, some snaps, some confidence. They're ready in the future when their number's called.
Fantastic play by the sophomore. Got himself wide open. Great Great toss by Bush, and the PAT snap and hold are good as this one finds its way through the uprights to make it 52-0. Another look at that score. Bush faked the give, left him wide open, able to escape from the safety. Cook snags the ball and takes it to the house from 35 yards out.
Again, these kids work so hard in the all season, during the week, scout team guys, not getting any of the credit, but get a chance to come out here and show off a little bit in front of their friends and family. Great opportunity for them.
52-0 Blue Hose, a big lead with 2 minutes left to play in this third quarter. They've already shortened the quarters down to 10 minutes apiece. We've only played 8 minutes in the second half. The fourth quarter has been shortened to 10 minutes. Look at that. Scoring drive recap. One play, 35 yards, 8 seconds.
Pretty efficient. I don't know if you can get much better than that. Warner Bush 2 for 3 already, and a nice rating of 291 on the quarterback rating scale there. So very efficient and clicking on all cylinders still.
Blue Hose up to 417 total yards of offense, including 251 through the air. They've padded their lead 52-0. Virginia Lynchburg will get the ball back and a chance to work offensively. Return man's going to let this go as he watches it roll by through the back of the end zone for the touchback. Dragons tried something a little different, a couple of different looks, different plays in the second half. We're seeing them run a lot of sets with 2 tailbacks alongside the quarterback. We saw a check down behind the line of scrimmage trying to make something happen on that last drive. Do you think they should continue to adjust, tweak things?
For sure. I mean, you got to keep tweaking until we find something that works.
Sidestepping defenders in the backfield and now trapped by a swarm. He'll lose a yard.
Great effort. I mean, he made 2 guys miss himself there, but when you got that many people coming at you, there's only so much you can do.
Blue Hose defense closes down the left side of the line. Tried to create some space. No hole to be found, though, for Boyd and Snow. Second down and long now, 11 yards needed to move the chains. Line to gain is the 35-yard line. 4 options for the signal caller. He's in trouble, sidesteps the first defender and flings it over the middle. This one is picked off. Flags fly. Return man across the 35, the 30. He's got a lot of room, headed for the end zone, and a convoy takes him home for the touchdown. The Blue Hose extend their lead with a pick 6. We'll see what the flags are, though, way back where he made the play.
I think every ref in this county just threw a flag on that play, and I think we all know what it's going to be.
That's a great reaction.
Oh, man.
We'll get this sorted. The referee convening with a back judge.
Ja'Kai Randy, regardless, great return there. Taking it back to the end zone. Looks like it's most likely coming back, potentially defensive pass interference, but fun return nonetheless.
Call is against J.T. Patton, who made the pick 6. So a fresh set of downs for the Dragons. They'll reset and get back to work. .62 seconds left in this third quarter. Almost another pick. Same man dives under the ball. He'll say it hit the turf. He just looks so dejected.
Man, Great effort there, trying to make that play. It'd been a tough catch, but he was in position to catch it. I tell you, you mentioned defensive coordinator for PC, Dan Owens, and you know you have a good defensive coordinator when they need their own get-back coach. When they're trying to run on that field and be a part of that game, you know you got the right guy, defensive coordinator.
J.T. Patton playing this close corner spot, doing very well. Sophomore, originally from Gastonia, North Carolina, and came out of Mountain Island Charter School. That last one hit the turf, a flag the play before. Quarterback tries to take that right up inside. Doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and long.
Just a busted play there from the get-go. Not sure which way the running back's going. Somebody was wrong on that play, and Jinx Smartley just got what he could and got down.
Third and long for the Dragons. Jenks stands in the pocket and throws this over the middle. It's caught right at midfield. He'll move the chains. Nice gain, 16 yards to pick up the first down for Virginia Lynchburg.
Most confident throw I've seen Jinx make today. He stepped into that one, put it on a line, put it in his receiver's face mask. Looked like a great throw.
Great confidence. Watch him climb that pocket, toss that one, caught. Ryan Sims goes down, picks up the first down. We'll take a break with these two and be back with a final quarter of play in Clinton in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
At one time or another, nearly every family in the Lakelands has been touched by Self Regional. Our family physicians and specialists, nurses, and specially trained staff provide care at locations throughout the area, so there's always quality health care close by. It's health care the way it should be, a complete network of care for you and your family. We call it Health Care Connected.
Founded in 1880 and located in Clinton, South Carolina, Presbyterian College provides students of all faiths, identities, and backgrounds with a transformative education, one that equips them for impactful careers and empowers them to serve as powerful forces for positive community and world change. Across its small class sizes that allow students to develop closer relationships with peers and faculty members, the culture at PC is built on honor and ethics, guiding graduates to become value-based leaders in their lives and career. Believing while we live, we serve. PC transforms one's passions into power. Here, students are offered a real-life proving ground to practice the art and science of changing lives. Learn more today about Presbyterian College. For course information or to schedule a visit, go to presby.edu or call 800-476-7272.
The Blue Hose and the Dragons of Virginia Lynchburg. Gabriel Schrei, Tim Webb here with me. Glad you're along for the ride. Beautiful sunshiny day. 52-0. Presbyterian College, a commanding lead. Virginia Lynchburg, 1 quarter left to respond. They've shortened this final quarter to 10 minutes. Really nice first down picked up on a rope over the middle to Ryan Sims before the break. They'll try to keep this drive going. Tailback slips one in the backfield, still on his feet, trapped and dropped. Nowhere to go. The defense closes in on him. 2 defenders get to him.
Great play there by Jaden Massey, getting into the backfield, making that stop. Just relentless pursuit there by the Blues. You got some new guys, new faces in there, energy, and they're looking to make some plays, and that was the case there. 2 guys couldn't make it happen, and then Massey does.
2nd and long now for the Dragons. In the shotgun. Pocket holds, rolling out. Lets this go for the sideline and trying for the toe tap. Looks like he's out.
Still
Really
a great
close.
throw there by Jinx. Got it over the outside linebacker, dropped it in on time, and as his receiver is making his way back to the sideline. Last couple of throws by Jinx have been solid, very confident.
Daly trying for the toe tap, got a hold of the ball. Really close call there, just couldn't get in play, and so it brings up 3rd and long for Virginia Lynchburg. 3rd down conversion rate, just 3 today. 35% in their first 2 games. Jenks, check down pass, caught beyond the original line of scrimmage, slips one and can't stay on his feet at the 45. Looked like he might be able to break away and move those chains, but tackled down. Here's another look at the play. Jenks, a little pass to the right side, caught and had some room to work with. He slipped the first, and they blew Ryan Sims' dad, saying his knee touched on that first defender getting a hold of him.
Yeah, Ryan Sims doing as much as he can to try to get that first down for his team, but, Jinx stepping on the pocket, delivering the ball. Sims fighting hard. There's still some effort being given by this Dragons squad. No give up in this team.
Lynchburg going for it. Pocket collapsing, throws this down near the sideline. He dives for the ball and right near the line to gain. But on 4th down, they need to move the chains.
Yeah. Got to know where the sticks are. The route may traditionally call for to be, call it 7-8 yards, but you got to know where those sticks are.
We'll break and be back with more of the final quarter, 52-0 PC lead. Nothing in Clinton, South Carolina. The Blue Hose a commanding lead against the Dragons. 8:20 to play in our final quarter. Now in at quarterback, the senior Max Monroe. Down along the line of scrimmage, trying to string that out and trapped and dropped. Not really anywhere to go. Tailback trying to fight his way forward. That's Denham Edwards, the sophomore. Edwards transferred from Navy. pushing forward. He gets the line to gain. Make it 6 yards now. First down, Blue Hose as they get over the midfield stripe onto the 47 of the Dragons. First and 10. Monroe gives this off. Tailback trapped just beyond the line of scrimmage. They let him push his way forward. Make it 2 yards. He's down to the 45.
Dragons defensive unit still fighting out there, not giving up an inch, making them earn every yard out there. I imagine to see some more runs as I'm sure the Blue Hose are trying to run down this clock and get to the end of the game.
Second down and a short 8. Right up the middle again, this time trapped at the line of scrimmage and no pushing the pile forward as that brings up third down for PC.
The game started pretty dreary. A little bit of rain, cloudy, but man, you fast forward to right now, you would have thought that we had the perfect day all day, but it's just broken to this beautiful sunny weather here in Clinton.
Doesn't get better than this. Third down for the Blue Hose. Monroe from the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself. Has a bit of a hole to the right and able to get a couple of yards before he's trapped. Makes it 4th and 5 for Presbyterian College.
Dragons stuffed that run attempt by Max Monroe, rallied to the ball, and made sure again that he didn't get any more than what he already had.
PC going for it. One for 3 in their first 2 outings on 4th down. 5 minutes left to play. 52-0 Blue Hose. Just trying to burn out the clock and keep this drive going. 4th and 5, and the flag before Monroe can snap the ball. The back judge throws this one. We'll take a break while they sort this out and be back in just a couple of seconds with more college football on ESPN Plus from Clinton, South Carolina. 52-0 Blue Hose, a commanding lead over the Dragons.
There's not a secret to what actually happens behind the scenes at a bank. Here at First Citizens, we're trying to educate the client in each step of what's actually going to happen and actually have them make the educated decision around what steps and what options they utilize. We want to become that trusted advisor that actually guides them down that road, helping you reach your goals. That's Forever First.
This is a story about strength. It wakes up early in the morning, stays up late, moves mountains, and travels the world. It makes adventure and hard work possible. Strength delivers food to tables, packages to doorsteps, products to stores, and kids to practice. It shows up everywhere you show up. Hercules tires are built for almost every driver and every vehicle. Find the right Hercules for your story and let our strength drive yours.
Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
Founded in 1880, and located in Clinton, South Carolina. Presbyterian College provides students of all faiths, identities, and backgrounds with a transformative education, one that equips them for impactful careers and empowers them to serve as powerful forces for positive community and world change. Across its small class sizes that allow students to develop closer relationships with peers and faculty members, the culture at PC is built on honor and ethics, guiding graduates to become value-based leaders in their lives and career. Believing while we live, we serve. PC transforms one's passions into power. Here, students are offered a real-life proving ground to practice the art and science of changing lives. Learn more today about Presbyterian College. For course information or to schedule a visit, go to presby.edu or call 800-476-7272.
Back in Clinton, Blue Hose a big lead, 52-0, 4.5 to play. Ready to punt the ball back to the Dragons of Virginia Lynchburg. Returners let this come down right at the 15. It sputters out immediately and is downed by Presby.
Just a tough day for Virginia Lynchburg Dragons. Got to come back from this, though. Got to wash this out, get it out of your system as fast as possible. Start getting ready for your next opponent. Learn from this, get better from it, then delete the film. Don't look at it ever again, and get ready for the next one to do better.
Last season, 7 sacks for the defensive front of Presbyterian against Virginia Lynchburg. 5 today for the Blue Hose. They've been really efficient up front, crashing in, creating trouble and danger. 31 yards they've wiped off of the board and away from Virginia Lynchburg. 1st and 10 for this Dragon offense. This time the tailback trapped right beyond the line of scrimmage. He'll get a yard.
Dano, and I'm sure is telling his defensive unit, we are not letting them score. We're keeping the goose egg on the scoreboard. Don't give up. Give the energy. We got some younger guys in, some backups, but it's up to you now to keep that 0 on the board. Don't let us down.
Steve Englehart looking for his 77th win all-time as a head coach. In the 3 years he's been with Presbyterian, this would be his first shutout. Faking the give to the far side, caught, and this one pops out. Unable to hang on to the ball. We've seen a couple of big plays by J.T. Patton.
Yeah, great play there by JT. The receiver got the ball, but JT stayed active, put his hands in between the receiver's hands, and punched that ball away to cause the incompletion.
Now 3rd down and long. 9 yards needed to move the chains. Four receiver look for the Dragons. From the shotgun, long ball. This one sails into vacant space and falls incomplete to bring up 4th down and 9. 3rd down's not a bright spot today. Only 3 conversions, 14 attempts. Now make it 15.
That's right. Yeah, tough afternoon for Jinx. 14-35 for 81 yards. He's had a lot of pressure on him, a lot of people in his face trying to make something happen. He's battled back there. Again, a lot to learn from, a lot of good things that he and the rest of his teammates have done, but certainly a good bit to learn from.
Virginia Lynchburg needs a moment before they punt this one away on 4th down. Both programs going to the sideline. 52-0 our score with 3:36 to play. Presbyterian College, a commanding day on offense, highlighted by 434 total yards and punctuated by 251 through the air. And I have to think that the most impressive was that 35-yard touchdown strike to Dominic Kibbe. But you've got a pair of touchdown passes to your tight end. You have an all-Pioneer League tight end that you haven't even utilized in this game. Just an electric day moving the football through the air and on the ground for Presbyterian. Had a great turnout.
Yeah, I agree. Very efficient day all around. Exactly what the game plan was, I'm sure. Run the ball well, pass the ball well.
Punt is away cleanly. It's going to be fielded just behind midfield. Return man sidesteps would-be tacklers down to the 40. Cutting back over the 35. Takes a shot and stopped right as he gets up to the 30-yard line. And so the Blue Hose take over with 3:21 to play in prime scoring territory. We'll take a break and come back for the offensive possession of PC in just a moment on ESPN+. From Bailey Memorial Stadium, a commanding lead in the hands of the Blue Hose in the late stages. Quarterback hands this off. We've got a helmet loose in the backfield as that's a 1-yard gain on the ground. Finding his way up inside on that right side makes second down a bit more manageable. Very prime scoring position for the Blue Hose, but obviously they don't need it and content to run clock.
The fifth quarterback in today for the Blue Hose, number 13, Max Holtzclaw out of Brentwood, Tennessee, getting a little bit of action here. I guarantee you he's envisioning his first ever touchdown pass happening right here. He's ready to go score.
Played prep at the Ensworth of school. 29 yards from the end zone. He's going to keep it himself. Following the center and left guard. Takes a shot up high, but makes third down really manageable. Nice 6-yard gain. Holtzclaw, the freshman, gets that one inside of the 25, down to the 24. Looks like Rogers lost a helmet.
Got a freshman tight end in there, Chris Vickerson, 6'6", 220, true freshman. It's becoming tight end U over here in Clinton.
I guess. Holtzclaw lets a rainbow ball go for the end zone, and it falls incomplete. Off of the helmet of one of the receivers in the end zone. Selling out for the ball is Toronto.
Oh, man, I thought one of those guys was going to bring that in. Hopefully both of those young men are okay as they come off the field there.
A little bit of oddness, a collision between these guys, and he'll need help getting off of the field. Hopefully he's all right.
both had eyes on that ball. Both wanted to bring it in.
Another look at the pass. Max lays that out there. Nice rainbow ball. And the receivers just collide. Some awkwardness. 4th down now. Check down pass. Tailback slips one and throws the arm. Stepping out. That looks like it's short, and there is a flag. Came flying out on the backside of that play. Clee Sellers, your referee. So that call will be assessed against the Dragons. A free set of downs for the Blue Hose, and they're into the red zone on the 19-yard line, leading 52-0, 2:17 left to play.
Marlon Leslie, freshman running back, just checked into the game. See if he gets a touch here.
Handoff, tailback, runs over one defender right up the middle, and a nice gain. 6 yards.
Nice run there by Leslie.
We'll take a break along with these two and be back with a conclusion. 52-0, Presby lead. Don't go anywhere. More college football on ESPN+. Back from Bailey Memorial Stadium, a commanding lead in the hands of Presbyterian. The Blue Hose now 2nd and 4. Here's the give. He slides through defenders, throwing the stiff arm at the line of scrimmage, trapped and dropped. Short gain on a long carry for the tailback.
Yeah, Marlon Leslie from New Jersey did not want to be denied. He was trying to get to that end zone, doing everything he possibly could to make it over the goal line. Came a little bit short, but we'll see.
90 seconds left to play, 52-0 Presby. Quarterback keeper and dragged down for a short loss at the 15. That makes it 4th and medium for the Blue Hose. Virginia Lynchburg Dragons going to suffer the loss today. Next weekend, they travel to Morgan State, a 7 p.m. Eastern kick. Then to Butler on the 28th for a 1 o'clock Eastern kick. On October 5th, they stay on the road at Texas Southern, 3 p.m. Eastern time kickoff in that one. Blue Hose going to stay at home. We'll be back with you on ESPN Plus next weekend as they host Gardner-Webb's Bulldogs, 7 Eastern time, and it's another night game under the lights on the 28th against Davidson's Wildcats. Getting into some PFL play. 4th down, Blue Hose. He might convert this, bursting his way down towards the 10-yard line. I think they trapped him at the 11. That's where the spot is. So a turnover on downs as the Dragons of Virginia Lynchburg get the ball back with 37 seconds left to play. And if the Blue Hose defense can hold, or if Virginia Lynchburg is satisfied to just run the clock out here, Steve Engelhardt and this defense post their first shutout in his era as the head coach. It's also the 5th home opener in a row that Presbyterian College has won, the first time they've done that since 1964 through 1968.
It's a long time ago. I don't think either one of us was around for that one. So
I was not around for that one, I can confirm. Dragons left side running the spin and trapped pretty much immediately. He does get some nice yardage. Newman dragging forward defenders with him for about 6 yards. That makes that total a little more respectable as well. It takes the Dragons from -10 to -4 rush yards on the day. Gives them a couple back towards their yardage total of 77. But the Blue Hose defense is going to put that in their pocket. Feel very good about their yardage total defensively, and a commanding day on offense. One more play for Virginia Lynchburg, this time following the outside hip of the left tackle and nowhere to go as he's trapped at the 19. Give him 3 more and call it a final of 52-0 for the Blue Hose of Presbyterian College. 448 total yards of offense, 251 through the air. Steve Engelhardt and his defense post their first ever shutout with him at the helm. It's a good day for the Blue Hose.
Yeah, it sure was. Great showing by the Blue Hose, both defensively, offensively, and special teams. All 3 phases of the game did a great job. Virginia Lynchburg, a lot to learn from, a lot to take away from this game, get better. But again, watch the film, learn, then get rid of the film. Don't watch it again. Move on to the next opponent. Don't let this game affect the next.
Certainly some refocusing to do for the Dragons, but a lot of bright spots in the film. If you look at it, some good things they did throughout the course of the game they can carry forward as a positive. Any quick thoughts on Presby and the Dragons to close us out?
No, just a good showing there by the PC Blue Hose, especially offensively with the, your starting quarterback not starting this game. Colin Hurst really did a great job getting this offense clicking. Virginia Lynchburg, some bright spots, some things to work on. Certainly need to move on to the next week.
This has been a presentation of ESPN and is copyright material of the network. Today's broadcast will be archived inside of the app or platform where you viewed it and available for replay. Your final score, 52-0, Presbyterian Blue Hose. Let's take a look at the strong move of the game. It was a big day for the Blue Hose today. Their Hercules strong move of the game. Take a look at this play. And this guy was fantastic. That is a strong move with a rush.
Sure was. Colin Hurst taking it up the middle for the score, taking a shot to the helmet, but finishing it off for the score. His teammates excited for him, cleaning him off a little bit. Great showing by that young man.
Define strength however you like. Accompany with a big play like that. Hercules Tires, strong move of the game.